think it's probably best we get as far distance away from here before we camp as possible.
Is my voice changer working?
Yeah.
No,
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
It all depends. Do you sound like a scary kid normally?
No.
Well, I reckon we should move away, find a place to camp, and then rest a bit because we're gonna need to get some stuff back. And it's not that late in the day, is it? Lex?
No, it was like close to midday, so
Yeah. We travel for another few hours. We shouldn't have to worry too much about running into other bad guys.
Mhm.
And that was probably their main group. There's probably others out there searching, but I think we need to continue heading towards the trade town.
Like travel to nightfall, then sleep, but try to make
Yeah.
haste.
Yeah, we'll just try and be a bit less obtrusive.
okay.
Obvious as
You can continue to travel until it starts to get dark and cold and horrible, and then you guys can sort of make camp. As always, do you want to set guards, and if so, who's taking what shifts?
Samson and Wilhelm will take the first shift.
I also will take the first shift because I must use the last No, I shall take the last shift. Where
I'll
I can
take
use it
first.
to memorize spells. Yes.
Yeah. Webkey's in the first shift also. Learning spells.
Gorman either has to take the first shift or he doesn't watch. That's just how it is.
And I shall take the last.
And
Alright,
I will
No,
take
actually,
shift.
I will take the last.
How
I
many
just
shifts
have to
do we
throw
have to
that
take?
out.
I'll swap with Corbin. It's
Okay.
probably best we don't let the oversleeping dwarf go anywhere apart from first. Plus, I can poop in their mouths.
After
Do
that,
elves spouse trance in this version?
They do.
Well, I'll probably sleep the first part and then trance for the last couple of things.
After that 7 hit points, how badly is some Rord still hurt? If at all.
I'm hurt really bad.
Yeah, well, you were healed for 7.
I'm at full.
That's pretty swingy.
Okay, so night falls as it does. The snow lets up a little bit. It is falling, but not at a covering everything up at a scary rate kind of rate. Those of you on first watch, you keep your eyes peeled.
Is this our encampment?
Yeah.
Cool.
So those of you that are on watch, you can make perception rolls if you're paying attention to the outside world.
Did we settle watch when I was off? I'll take a shift of watch.
Whereabouts would you like to take? There's like first, mid, and last watch.
Being a rogue halfling, I'm pretty much good with any of them. I've got like winter survival techniques and stuff, so I can go in the cold part of the night.
Okay, cool.
I don't have to memorize spells and stuff like that, so I'm pretty good
That
at
is
watch.
true.
And I have decent perception skills like thief, detect noise, and things like that.
That is true. So you can be awake as well.
Of course, at some point, I'm not volunteering for the all-night shift, because if I did, I would doze off mid-shift. Is there a special way we do? Do we just do perception checks by D20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to do like a listen check or something specific.
Let me check my something weird about the mechanics of the game and everything is that a perception check's gonna have a way higher percentage chance than my detect noises.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Which
me
I
check what
suppose
my
makes sense as you're in a snowy environment, so footfalls aren't going to be loud.
Yeah. As a thief, also, like, I get elective thief points to distribute how I want, and I did not put the most into detect noise, not by a long shot.
Yeah.
Put more into other things. My perception is 12.
That's not bad.
Good.
Mm.
Mm.
A perceptive halfling in the night.
Okay, so the halfling, you hear, and you sort of, your halfling senses kind of buzz, and you get the feeling that there's something large approaching the camp from the west. You kind of get glimpses of movement in the tree line.
I will wake people up in some kind of tactical order that we agreed on. Probably wakes up Road first.
He snorts away. Oh, what is up?
Am I able to wake him up? Let's see. So I shake him, and I when he grumbles, I pinch his nose together, so he fully wakes up.
Why are you holding my nose?
I say, shh, shh. I hear large footsteps from the west.
Okay, I raise my nose and start sniffing the air, see if I can pick up a scent.
So is this way?
Yeah.
That's as far as I can see on how. I mean, I don't have my map. Oh, okay. I guess if I scroll over, I can actually see more. So, yeah, Road, use your scent and see if you can detect what it is.
You can smell creatures approaching from this direction. They appear to have masked their scent specifically for hunting.
Right, okay, I'll be like, wake up the others, I'll go see who they are.
That cut out for me, whatever Andy just said.
I said go wake up the others, I'll go see who they are.
Okay. I'll go I'll round the camp and start waking people up one by one. I'll wake up this wood elf down here.
Okay.
Aren't you a wood elf, Steve?
Yeah, I'm a wood elf.
All right, I come down here. Were you sleeping or were you on a co-watch with me?
I would have been co-watch, I should think.
Yeah,
if
okay.
It's the
then.
latter part.
You being a ranger would probably know that it's some kind of a natural creature, or maybe if you scroll on the map, you can see there's some bears to the west. So I alert you that I've heard them and that I've sent Road's went off to investigate. But we better get the rest of the party ready. Especially anybody that needs to put on armor. I don't know if does anybody in our party wear armor in the day but sleep without it on at night?
I don't think my armor requires to be taken off.
No, I think most people sleep in their armor because it's cold.
Yeah, okay.
I certainly do not sleep in my splint mail armor. That would be very cold.
So the guys on watch, they managed to rouse Road, and I'll throw the people who are awake into the initiative as these two lumbering forms approach the camp.
Oh, sorry about that. I probably shouldn't have rolled that. Sorry.
Hey, it's my cousin Teddy!
What's up, Teddy?
What up, Ted?
Teddy and Coke.
Yeah, literally. So do you have like well, we'll just see how it goes, but maybe you have some way to talk to the bears or appease the bears or something so we don't have to kill polar bears?
I have a way to throw
they're your
owls
enemy?
in their general direction.
We're not. It's a natural creature. We're not related in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I kind of have a save the bears mentality, like, the whole thing with the ice caps are kind of melting away and they can swim up to 60 miles, but now they're drowning because they can't find an iceberg.
Yeah,
Because
sucks.
that
Don't worry, you'll be able to wipe away the tears with their fur.
So first in the initiative is Little Webkey.
jumps up. She goes to try to run over to find Road.
Don't get me and the bear confused. Seriously, it won't end well.
No, she was an owl person. She knows owls are not owl people. And she just kind of timidly walks through the snow slightly behind him, trying to keep her balance. She's still getting used to her new body. I imagine she's probably not seeable behind him, but that's all I'm gonna do is do that.
Okay.
Ah, so it's me. Get the others, and I go around this way and try to hide. So if they get closer, I can shoot.
Okay. Yeah.
Hide check. Do I have it? Hope I do.
D100 rolling onto whatever your hide.
Hide in
numbers.
shadows.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's far. Okay, cool. Okay, it's gotta be farther. So it's...
Missed. I haven't woke up properly, so I stand on a twig just as I'm about to go down on my knee to raise my bow. Just growl to myself. That's my turn.
How's everyone else's Discord running? Is it just me that's running some robot voices?
Seems fine to me.
Mine
Yeah,
is
mine's
fine.
okay.
Fine.
I can hear you. Okay.
I was
Alright.
getting disconnected a lot yesterday.
Yeah, it was weird.
Alright, so these are just big snow mounds, right? Or are they
Yeah.
rocks that are covered with
Trees, I
snow?
think.
I think they're mounds.
So yeah,
I
they've
think they're
got
pine trees.
they've got tree shadows, but I'm using them as just mounds of
Oh, okay.
snow.
Okay, so we're considering them mounds of snow. All right, that's cool.
Okay, cool. He climbs up on top of the mound and fixes his goggles and puts his hand to cover the sun. Take a look.
You wear goggles? Oh yes. Oh, your cat dude wears goggles. Okay.
Actually, they both did. Goggles are important.
I can't keep them all straight yet.
Yellows go.
Have we awoken the whole party yet?
No.
Okay, I'll continue on that mission then. Let's see. I'll go wake up the dwarf. Yeah,
I
I'll
thought
pull-
we had, when Webkey started to move, I thought we actually had all woken them up, so it was oh.
Yeah, that was my bad. I put myself in the initiative. Should have waited for the GM.
You said Web was
I
on
guess
first.
I will pull on the dwarf's mustache.
Okay, you do so. The dwarf kind of murmurs and rolls a little bit, but he does not wake.
Just slap
He
the
does
other one
not
back.
awake.
He does not wake up.
I will take a handful of snow and I will put it down the top of his shirt.
Gorbin, make a Constitution check.
What kind of check? Sorry, my Discord.
Con check for Gorbin.
Okay, Con Gorbin.
He doesn't wake up.
Does that mean he sleeps through it because he succeeded?
Yeah. It does not rouse him.
I gotta reload my Discord. I'm missing half of what you're saying.
Roads.
We'll walk out into the middle of the I'm assuming it's nighttime.
It is.
And I'm going to look at the first bear that I can see, which is obviously the one at the top. And I'm sort of going to grin very thoroughly, because, you know, me and bears don't get on, oddly. And I'm going to cast Cause Fear on the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, needs to make a Saving throw versus spells, or it's going to run for 1d4 turns.
Let's see what his saving throw against spells for a bear is. I have not the foggiest. It's not listed.
Most times it's like as a warrior of their hit dice.
Oh, okay, that's useful.
That's how they do the save throws for monsters. You use the warrior's table.
Yep.
Dice
Most of the
monster.
time, yeah. Yeah.
When not, Garrett Gargamon.
Well, it's usually DM's discretion.
Oh,
But
okay.
the monster manual suggests that you choose a class that goes along with the theme of the monster. So
okay.
some monsters are more stealthy themed, so you might use, thief,
Yeah.
or some of them are more magic.
Good thinking. Yeah.
Here we go. What
I've
is
never used
saving
anyone other than the
throws?
fighter table for him.
Save versus spell for the bear is going to be. Ooh,
To be
It'll be
honest,
one
it
turn
seems like
away.
monsters like rarely save against anything versus spell. I mean, other than versus spell.
Yeah.
PCs do a lot of save versus spells on monsters, but there's the other saves PCs don't usually inflict them very often.
which target were you casting it on?
The top
Right.
one. I've rolled the 1d4, whether or not I've got through or not, I don't know. But
Yeah, your spell takes hold of it. It wasn't quite.
it'll run away from me at full speed for 1 turn.
Okay, cool.
You scared it off.
And then I'll set my other one. I set my spear and shield ready for the assault of the other one.
Hopefully, it won't even want to attack you.
It's called limiting the numbers.
Yeah.
It was a good move, definitely.
Shit, 10 minutes of running in fear. We don't got to worry about that one. He'll smell something else.
Only
oh yeah,
problem
it's
is
1d4 rounds, isn't it?
only
That's right.
problem is
My bad.
Yeah.
DM Lex had no time to prepare for today, and all he was able to prepare was 2 polar bears. So we're gonna get XP and sessions over after this.
How did you know?
The rest is just pure roleplay about how cold it is.
Yeah.
It is a lovely summer's day. I do not know what is wrong with you.
Well, we haven't even gone into the extreme zone on the map yet. There's an extreme temperature zone further south.
Yep, that's
That-
where you get your Arctic Ranger.
That is a miss, I think, on you. I need 19, don't I,
You
mate?
need 19 with my shield. Yeah, if I didn't have my shield, it would be
Yeah.
18. But I've got my shield.
So it kind of
Steve,
bashes
what's your-
against your shield, and it tries to bite you, but it doesn't quite manage.
I probably hunt these things fairly regularly, I imagine. So
Yeah. They
I
are
know how
one
to
of
fight
the
them.
things.
So Rin came up from the Feywilds in the extreme south.
No, I was basically born around this area.
Cool.
I'm just like a hunter and ranger for the town. Normally my job would be to move these bears further across, but since they're attacking, by like baiting the area so that it would be away from stuff.
Cool.
True. Webkey.
I will saunter behind Brad and wait patiently.
Once you get to your last movement spot, your dress morphs from its smaller version to a full-on wedding dress with train and veil, red, crimson in color, and it has the motif of the roses and carnations.
She looks at her dress and kind of like contemplates this again.
I go to this spot and I missed the bear.
If you miss the bear.
-4, so yeah, I hit the bear.
You do indeed. You roll your damage.
Is it medium or short range?
It's medium range?
I think arrows are the same damage to small, medium, or large.
4 damage.
Nice.
I've done more this game already than I did last game. Yep, so that's me.
Posh cat.
Kitty cat.
He sits and licks his paws and just watches in the distance because he can't get a good view from here. He just sits in the snow.
Chillin'. Yellow Snow, who's attempting to wake a dwarf up.
Yep, I'll spend my next round trying again to wake the dwarf up. Yeah, I'm just going to I'm just gonna pull one of his beard hairs. I grab one individual beard hair and I use both hands and then I start running towards his feet. And the hair just like unwinds and unwinds and unwinds, and by the time I get about 3 feet past the bottom of his boot, it finally goes taut. And then I use my 12 strength, or I think it's actually I have like a 15 strength, and I just pull and I yank until I pull a beard hair out.
Okay, he does rouse, but yeah, he's groggy, so he's a bit unsure of his surroundings.
I inform him what's going on and give him the round to wake himself up and get his weapon picked up and everything.
Okay, cool.
Or armor on if needed.
I reckon that's like a half action. You could still do something else if you wanted.
Oh, I can? I'll go wake someone else up that's still asleep too then. Even though I feel like, my meta player instinct tells me that if it's only 2 polar bears, they'll be done with soon and I don't even need to wake everybody up. But I'll go and wake the next person. Just, so I've done my watch duty and wake everybody up if there's an encounter. Of course, those polar bears could be, I guess I think to myself, maybe there's some sort of like inquisitor or like, evil druid commanding these bears to come at us. So yeah, best to wake everyone up and set up a camp defense. I think there's one more person near me that I can wake up, or they're already in a tree actually. Oh, Sunroard maybe. Sunroard. Yeah, I'll wake up Sunroard, who is... Where are
In
you
the
sleeping,
reverie.
Sunroard? Just
in
right by
my
the campfire?
Yes. I'm in the reverie next to the campfire.
Yeah, I think I don't know what a reverie is, sorry. Oh, reverie is that's the elfish form of sleep. Okay. You're not really sleeping, you're doing the reverie by the campfire. So you're kind of like meditating?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I go over in front of you and I wave my hands in front of your face, and if you stay in the reverie, I start doing some jumping jacks and a bunch of hand signals. I'm like,
No, Mother.
wake up,
No.
wake up, Sunroard.
No, Mother. I shan't dance around in your favorite teddy today.
Oh no.
I say, no, Sunroard, wake up! It's we're
what?
here in the camp. Road has gone off to confront some bears to the west. No, not bear men, real bears.
Oh, well, wake me up for a real emergency.
Well, I just thought we should defend the camp and be prepared in case
It's fine.
in case they get closer.
It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Alrighty.
Cool. Rod?
All right. Well, as the bear sort of brings its paws and its teeth down to try and track on me, I block it with my shield and I thrust my spear up towards its soft underbelly.
Underbelly.
and probably miss.
That's a hit on. Oh dear. Yeah, you do miss.
Yeah,
Wrestling with this bear.
he's a lot heavier than I was expecting.
This bear's like, fuck this, I'm leaving. So off he goes. Leaving his mate behind. See ya, love.
Didn't like you anyway. To be fair, bears don't mate. Bears don't mate like that. Bears tend to be solitary unless you come across a bear with cubs.
The cold never bothered him anyway.
Claw bite. Oh, so close again. It almost manages to bite you.
Right now, it's more like a hug match more than anything else.
Yeah, it's like a bear wrestling match.
We have all our spells back because we rested, right? So
Nope.
Nope.
It was
Nope.
first watch. You were like asleep. Well, you weren't even asleep. But the other guys who were asleep were only asleep for like an hour or an hour and a half or something.
okay.
Let's get physical.
Okay, I'll walk up.
wanna get physical.
No, I will move over here to try to get the bear's attention
Mm-hmm.
so that it can.
Yeah, you can do that. You're gonna act.
Dookie, dookie, dookie.
I wondered if you were gonna do that.
Walk up here, walk up here, walk up here. No, I try to get its attention so it turns away from Road, so that Road can get some sort of attack of opportunity or something on it. You know, foolishly doing this, but you know, also using my dexterity to try to. Yeah, I don't think I want to move there. I think I want to move here, on the mound. High ground is good.
Right, fighting with Road, you do make a big song and dance, and it kind of looks round at you, and it sort of sizes you up as being quite small, and it thinks, okay, and its like dark eyes turn upon you.
Right. I fire and miss again.
If you don't move, you get 2 shots, just so you know.
All right. Well, I'm not going to move. So. $13 and
So hit.
9, unfortunately. So the first one hit,
Yeah.
yeah?
Some
2
damage.
damage.
Stick another arrow in its hide. The cat dude.
He pulls out a piece of cheese and starts eating it, watching from a distance.
How uncivilized. The rudely awoken Sunlord. Lol. Yellow snows go.
I'm gonna start scrambling up the nearest mound, or not even the nearest, the tallest mound.
Okay, the tallest one would be.
I was thinking this one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna measure it. I haven't gotten to the ruler tool yet. Here it comes. Yeah, that's well past my movement rate, even if I
Nah.
get my snowshoes on. So
You could probably make it there, dude. Like the tents are not 30 feet long, so.
Yeah.
what? It's not 30 feet long. Oh, you're saying the scale is off.
Yeah, probably. So it's
Yeah, the scale is a bit off.
I'm sure you can make it there,
All
dude.
right.
I mean, as
Yeah.
long as Lex.
That's
That's
cool.
fine.
Don't worry
Okay.
about the distance too much.
All right. Do you want me to roll a climb check for it? I don't know if it's needed for this.
No, it's not a really high incline. You can sort of hoof your way up there.
Okay. I scramble up to the top of that. I use
Awesome.
some of my typical ice tools. I get some crampons on my hands and things like that.
Start scaling your way up the icy surface.
Tomb Raidering it.
Road.
He spots that the bear's turning its attention towards Webkey, and he grumbles, "No, no, no, cousin. Me and you have yet to dance." He continues to spear him. Slam!
Nice.
That's low damage though. That's a 1 damage, so not so nice.
I hit him, no?
True. Is it a large creature or is it a medium?
It's a large creature, so you do 12.
Yeah, so I'll do 12.
Bears are big. Its friend is like, fuck this, I'm still leaving. So off he goes.
Bears are like the best thing to kill people with. Remember somebody asked you about, has anybody ever left your game? And that's the fastest a player ever left my game. It was like, he attacked a bear, he's like, I'm gonna go hunting. He attacked the bear and he was like, claw, claw, bite. And then he died. And then the player literally dropped out of Discord and like, dropped down to roll 20. That's the fastest I've left a player. I was like, wow, he left. And we're talking about a player that
Couldn't
like
bear it anymore.
right? No, seriously. And this guy spent like a whole big thing on his backstory. Like, I was like, where did he go? Is he like not coming back? He got killed, and he didn't even bother to let the party try to resurrect him or something.
Oh, he rage quit. That's amazing. So the bear
Rangers.
is now concerned with the tasty-looking female. So it attempts to run past Road to fight, so you can have a free attack on it again, Mr. Bearman.
Yay, that's what I wanted to give you. Tactics.
You sort of cleave down its side as it's running past, and it yelps in a bearish way.
Kill it, Andy. Before it kills me.
Bit
And
late for that.
now
You shouldn't have got
it-
its attention.
Now it will attack Little Webkey.
I thought you were stronger than that. It's gonna kill a Webkey. It's gonna kill me.
No,
it actually is gonna kill me.
No
it didn't
offense,
occur to
Web.
me, actually.
No offense, Webb, but I am stronger than that. However, you're stupid enough to call its attention.
Oh my god.
What's
A
your
claw-
AC? Oh,
A claw
shit.
and a bite.
At least it wasn't both paws, because then you
I
get
don't
bear
know.
hugged, and that
I got a wedding dress
Ruined.
on. I don't have an AC. What's that?
AC 10 then standard. Have you got dex?
Yeah,
Plus
10,
dex.
10 unless you have
Yeah,
dex.
I have some dex. I have
What's your dex bonus?
oh fucking where is
I
it
don't
again?
think it's going to be +8, but
No, it's not. Well, no,
Okay.
it's pretty high. It's actually it's a 19, so it's -4. So yeah,
Okay.
so it's a 6 or whatever it is, 12 or 14.
So the
Claw and a bite.
first paw will hit.
Roll low. Roll low. It's like a D6 and a D8 or something. Fuck.
Says
Roll
roll
low.
dice, but nothing's happening.
Watch him roll max on both.
5.
5 for the paw.
Okay, I can take that. That's cool.
Oh,
And
this is the worst one though.
Yeah, it is though. The second one is the worst one. Oh my gosh, she goes down. The bear like
What?
clobbers her and she rolls over off the backside of the hill. Claw bite, right?
Yeah, so the bite is what took you out.
Sweet Webkey falls over. She is minus
Ouchie.
2.
Okay. So Road, you notice that the bear charges past you. You slash it down the side. It scales that small mound and mauls Webkey. The paw that scratches her goes like across her midsection, drawing its claws across her chest, and you feel a wetness in your chest. No pain. You don't lose any hit points, but you feel yourself bleed for a few seconds. And then it sort of closes its mouth down. Probably, God, where would it bite her? On the face.
So wait,
it probably would go for the weak spots, which would be like the shoulder and the neck.
Yeah, so it manages to sort of get its head round, and it does so. It crunches down on the area between, like, from her neck to her shoulder, and your neck and shoulder erupt into blood. Again, you don't mechanically lose any hit points, but you just feel this gout of blood come rushing out of you, and you're like, what the fuck?
Does the dress actually get ripped or torn?
The dress is torn, yes.
Sweet. Take it
But
off
it'll
that one.
probably re-heal itself at some point if you survive.
The
Alright.
Webkey's out.
If you survive.
While I'm dead, take the dress off of me.
I just fire 2 arrows into it.
And
Mhm.
don't do anything else.
Nice.
How much did he do?
2
He did,
hits.
2 hits.
he's done 24, 40, 4,
10 damage.
Oh damn! That was just enough. Your arrows catch it in the side, and somewhere squishy, and it rolls off the side of the mound. Dirt.
Nice.
I shout over, does anybody know healing?
Do not fear, I have healing. And he walks up to Webb and he casts Cure Light Wounds on her. I don't think it's 2d4, is it?
It is
4
plus half
for
your
every 2 levels.
Where do you touch her?
On the wounds, obviously.
Okay. So you cast your spell as normal and heal her as normal.
Plus whatever half my level is. I think I'm level 3, so
Mhm.
2.
Yeah.
But it'll only thing up to 1 anyway. So
7, that's 2, that's 5.
oh, you only got up to 1 hit point. That's how healing works.
Okay.
And can you give me a save versus spells, Road?
No,
I refuse.
you asked. No, I can't. There you go.
Okay. When you place your hand down and cast a spell, you feel that connection again, and the wedding dress, like some of the ripped bits, leap out to try and wrap around your hand again, but you're like too quick. You're like, nope. And it
Nope, nope,
sort of reknits. As she's healed, the dress reknits, covering her again.
Somebody take Webkey to rest. Rin and say, this skin should be worth something.
Yeah, I was about to collect my arrows, and can I take the bear skin?
You can?
What type of roll would I need? Or just...
It would take probably about an hour or so to skin the bear, 'cause it's pretty
Good.
heavy.
Yeah,
check
so-
or something?
Yeah, I would say like Dex. You could add any wilderness survival you've got to it.
So what would I roll?
He's never played 2nd edition, so.
Oh,
So D20, try to roll it low. If you
Yeah.
have wilderness survival as a non-weapon proficiency, then you could do it with. I think Lex is offering you a bonus for having that, and that would be
I've
a
got, like,
minus.
hunting, tracking, navigation type
hunting
skills.
would do the
but-
trick. So
Okay.
you can have your try and roll under your Dex, and you can have a +2 bonus for your hunting.
So a
Minus
-2, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
So D20.
So you're gonna
minus
roll D20 -2, and you're gonna try to have that come under your Dex score to succeed.
which should hopefully be quite high for a dex score.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
well,
success.
success. Okay.
Okay, you can
Dex
spend
is
the
12,
hour
right, so-
skinning the bear, and you do a very good job of it. You don't waste it or ruin its pelt.
I get some meat off it as well, because meat's back on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Lex, I take my opportunity from on top of the mound to look around for any other threats coming in the
Okay.
night. Oh god, I just scrolled around this map. It's huge. Plenty of wilderness here, huh, Lex?
Yeah, you can see fairly far, but it is dark, so you don't
See a
know.
bear running away in the distance.
Yeah,
This
the
map
other,
is awesome.
the
How
other.
many squares is this, Lex? Like 120?
I think it is. Yeah, it's
Great.
180 by 220.
Yeah, it looks like it's got like about a mile. Oh, that's huge. That's awesome, and it's all filled up with these winter tiles.
Yeah.
That's
So, like-
fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure you know this. A lot of Roll20 DMs will run a entire page will be just one of these tiles. You've
Yeah.
got this page on like 1, 2, 3, like something like 4 by 3 or bigger,
It's true.
more
Like,
bigger. bigger. It's like 5 tiles by 5 by 4 tiles, 20 times as much area as your average map. All right. Well, if we needed any more meat for the menu, there's plenty of acreage we could go hunting.
That's very true. It's getting to about 1 in the morning ish. It's very dark, even though I haven't put darkness on the map. You kind of have a glance around, and you can see the kind of the usual tundra. You don't really see anything moving around. There's the sort of skinned bear carcass with much of its meat has been removed where it died, but there's no further movement. So you guys could either start moving on, or you could go back to your sleep rotation.
Back to the sleep. I think we would continue making sure everybody gets a full rest and that spellcasters can finish their reveries and whatnot.
Would I know a way of trying to hide the smell of the meat so it doesn't attract anything else?
Ooh, good thinking.
To be fair, if it's there, any smaller predators or anything, even that larger bear might return. He's probably going to end up taking the easy target rather than the still alive walking targets. So it's a good distraction.
Yeah.
At least it'll make enough noise chewing through the corpse that we will hear it.
Yeah, like if you want to try and dispose of it carefully, you could spend another hour and a half, and you could dispose of it using your wilderness survival.
I'd suggest it, then I'd hear that, and I'd be like, yeah, well, I'll move it a bit further away from camp, so I'd probably move it over.
Well,
this way.
I wasn't talking in character. I was talking out of character, but
Well,
yeah. I went straight back to sleep because I need my beauty sleep.
So I'd move it away and then start cooking a bit of meat, then probably settle down myself and make sure Webkey's okay because I saw her fall.
Yeah, she's messed up. She's had better days.
And so much so she's left the game. You made him rage quit, Lex.
Okay. So you go to your next watch, and for this watch, nothing really happens. There's sounds in the darkness. There's atmospherics. There's animals moving around, but you're not attacked by anything.
all right. When the morning comes, put on my snowshoes and take a little walk around the camp.
I'm out of spells, so I can't do any more healing. So.
Good to know, but it's the next morning now, so your spells are back,
I
or
thought it was just the next watch.
oh, the next watch. I thought he said the next morning.
No, definitely the next watch. That's all right.
Next watch, yeah.
Okay.
So it's
All
like
right, well, that's fine.
like the middle of the night, and so the middle watch, nothing happens. You're not assaulted by anything scary. If predators are attracted to the carcass, you don't see them. They don't bother you. Let's see what happens on the last watch.
I think I'm gonna
wait for it.
I'm asleep now.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Someone, I don't mind who, roll me a D100. 38. Interesting.
That's his listy voice, by the way. Interesting.
Lex populating the map with something.
Computer's doing trouble again.
Because Lex is adding too many monster tokens onto the map. Roll20 can't even handle it.
No. It's definitely my fault. Definitely my fault, not Lex.
What in the hell? Okay, whoa, Lex, what are you doing?
He's being a monumental cocktard.
So as the sun starts to rise, and you all begin to, it's before most of you wake. So whoever's on the last watch, it's coming towards the end of your watch. Whoever was on the last watch, which I think was the spellcasters.
No, it was me. It was me and Gorban, but I didn't bother waking Gorban, so it was just me.
Okay. You hear talking in a high-pitched voice, and movement coming from this direction. Like many voices chattering.
Did I gain any hit points back?
You get. Let's have a look.
I don't know what that roll is for the night.
Oh, I need some back too if I get any from sleeping.
Yeah, once you guys wake, you'll get the usual for a night. Sleep.
What is the usual for?
But will that be after this encounter? Like we need more sleep, or this is when we wake up for this? Then hours
No, when you wake up for this, yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask it that way.
I don't wake the party. I just go and see what's going on.
You kind of sniff,
Yeah. Okay, I won't add my hit points since I'm still sleeping.
So you sniff the air, and all you can really smell is the carcass. The smell is, of course, to a hunting species. Yeah, definitely. It's like free food. And as you're sort of standing there, the kind of chittering noise gets louder, like little tiny voices, like little tiny people talking. And you kind of turn your head round, and you see this. It's about the size.
What's that?
It's like the size of a
Oh my
gnome.
god.
It's like a gnome-sized creature, and it has greenish skin. It has no fur. It has long ears. It has sharp little talons on its hands, little black beady eyes, and upon its back are what look like ice crystals. I'm not sure if they've been stuck there or if they're part of it. And it's talking to whatever this troop of these things are. They're all speaking in a strange, silvery, bell-like language to each other, and they're all sort of coming up this way.
Wow.
Okay.
I like the looks of those.
Fucking swarmers.
And they all cast magic missile at you. No, I'm kidding.
That would suck.
That would suck.
Especially because as I've seen how many there are on the battlefield, that would suck. I feel like Listy.
So, you could observe them. You could talk to them. You could attack them.
What
from right away.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of whisper to the ancestors and beg their indulgence and to protect me from evils, etc., etc. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself and step out into the open air.
Okay.
And be like, do you speak common?
The lead one looks at you, looks way up at you, looks tiny little eyes, and it says, "We are common.
Right then, what are you here for?
We are here," and it points at the others. "We are all here.
Yes, yes, yes. I understand that you are all here, but why are you here?
We are here because the ones that were before us, they made us, and then we walked and we did many things, and now we are here, and that is why we are here."
Okay, are you hungry?
We are sometimes hungry. We are sometimes not hungry.
Well, if you are hungry, there is plenty of meat left on this carcass here. You are welcome to have it without the need of violence.
We do violence. We eat meat. We will eat this meat. This meat is ours, and they
You
all
can
kind
have
of this line.
You can have it.
It
Moving
looks
backing
at
up towards the party.
looks at the carcass, It looks at you. You look a bit like a bear. That's under its intelligence.
Even bigger
It
and
points at
tastier.
you. It points at you. Your mother, and points at the dead body.
No, no, simply a cousin I no longer speak to.
Your cousin. You eat cousin.
No, I have not eaten him. I only had to kill him.
You kill him. You give food. You eat cousin.
I did not eat the cousin. You can eat my cousin, though. I didn't like him that much anyway.
It looks a bit thoughtful, and its little ears kind of flap a little bit, and it goes, "We can eat cousin. We can eat your cousin."
Yes, you can have my cousin. There he is, waiting for you to eat.
And it looks at the other one, and the other one kind of cocks its head to the side, and they jabber a little bit in their silvery kind of that kind of noise, and then it looks back round at you. We are allowed to eat cousin of you. And it walks over to the corpse, and it kind of passes its little nails through the slightly frozen meat, and a few globules come off, and it sticks in its mouth. Let's see what it thinks of the food.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it likes the food.
You may eat the cousin.
Globules, I love it.
Your cousin tastes good. You taste good. And it points at you.
How many of you is there?
How many
Hmm,
of us?
yes.
There have always been us. There will always be us. We are many. We have number.
Yes, yes, but how many will you lose trying to kill me? It is not a safe bet for you. You may take the food and leave.
It points at the carcass and kind of looks thoughtful. Is food?
That is food. I am not food.
That is cousin. That is food. You are of cousin.
It is not
You are
technically.
food.
It is not technically my cousin. We just look similar.
It looks back to its friend. The friend decides. Oh damn! They're making their rolls. It looks back over at you. One cousin tasty. One cousin feed us for a while. Two cousins feed us for much longer. And it kind of like starts to get into like almost, you know, when your cat is about to like jump on something, it gets that stalky against the snow kind of thing, and they all
Yeah.
kind of all of it in a line.
Haunches.
They all go down in a little line, and they start shuffling towards you.
Mine is not
They're like
mine.
crouching on their haunches, kind of.
I am going. Does one of them look like a particular leader, or do they all look exactly the same?
They don't wear anything at all. They don't have any sort of. They're not wielding weapons, or they don't appear to have any kind of. This is the one at the very closest to you is the one that's done most of the talking, but you're not sure, honestly.
Hmm.
These things have got to have a morale, dude. You squash one of them like a grape, dude, they're gonna be like, meh. They're gonna start running in directions. They're too thoughtful, dude.
Well, if they've got to make checks anyway to attack me, so I've got sanctuary on me, and I haven't made any aggressive actions towards them. So once one sort of steps within this sort of range, I'll draw a line. As soon as one gets past that range, I'll just drop on all fours and like just roar as loud as I can.
Okay.
Just like bone-shakingly deep roar. Tell them that I am not so easy to kill. They should take the food I've offered and leave.
So we will do. That'd be charisma, wouldn't it? Yeah. Roll your charisma. Let's see what you roll.
I'm sure my charisma is.
Your charisma is.
I've got it. It's 11.
11.
Fuck yeah!
Cool. Roll a d100. Nice. The effect runs so you roar at one of them, probably the loudest roar you've ever done in your life. The entire party wakes up. Seemingly, they must think they're under attack by like a herd of owlbear or something. It's a terrifying noise. And of course, Webkey has an extra traumatic awakening because it's the same noise the bear made before she lost consciousness. Apart from Gorban, who can't get himself out of bed. In terms of these little creatures, they are all, so it affects 58 of them, which is more than their number. So all of them decide this is not a clever idea. Oh, that moved you.
I'm advancing.
And
on
they
them.
all
Fuck
begin.
you, get out of here.
They all moved back when he moved forward.
Yeah, they all start to move backwards away from you. You can let them leave. You could try and stop them.
I'm not going to stop them. Let them go.
Okay.
Encounter defeated. XP tallied. Single XP.
So they make their way away from you.
Turn my way back to the party.
Okay.
What the heck were those?
I have no idea. They were small and annoying, so I had to yell at them. That is all. There was nothing to fear.
It sounded a little scary when I heard that growl.
It was very impressive, no?
It was indeed. It shook the snow.
I think it shook everyone. Right, but now we are awake for the day. We might as well have breakfast and move on.
Oh wait, I can do it the other way. Yeah.
Okay, let me just prepare one little thing.
Oh, it says, okay. You're saying. As you're preparing one thing, do we definitively decide, like, when you sleep for a night, is it like a D4 of hit points? Is that how it works? To gain back?
Sleeping. I think it's like. It's not very much.
Default is 1 per night. I kind of agree we've been doing D4, but it also depends largely on if anybody has healing and herbalism proficiencies. Because when you have those specifically give you more per night. But if we literally don't have those, then we'll probably get just whatever the least would be.
Yeah,
One
D4's fine, and we'll put pluses on if anyone's got like medicine or healing or
Right.
any kind of WPs that are useful.
So, does anyone have those?
With the lay on hands, I'm cool.
I don't think we have those in the party yet, Lex.
Yes, Gorban has both.
Oh, Gorban has both. Okay. Gorban has healing and herbalism proficiency, so he can care for the party, which increases our healing per night.
Thank you, Gorban.
So what are we gonna make it overnight? 3 hit points back?
We'll do. Everyone can roll a D4 and see what they get, and add +2 hit points for the herbalism and the healing skill.
Cool. 4 points back for me. I have the capacity to go up in hit points now because I was injured earlier and also because of the level up. I got a higher max than I used to have. So I'm still down 5, but I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm. Good. So in terms of directionality, because it's always a bit disorientating when you get to a map, The the direction of this trade town is pretty much in this direction.
Okay.
That's the way you guys were going.
All right. We'll call it southwest in terms of the way we're
Yeah.
currently oriented. Lower left of the map. So we get the party together. We've done all the breakfast and like provisions. I've got my snowshoes on. We're done with those tents. We're ready to go. And so I think we will start tokening our way across this map going southwest. DWs, don't worry. Okay. I'm not worried. And so we're making our way towards that town that we know is way off to the southwest somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It's like a little neutral trade town, so you guys figured that was probably the best way to go. The ranger actually suggested that it would be a good place to head off to.
The trade town. All
So,
right.
those of you, if any of you have wilderness survival, Arctic survival skills,
Yeah, I have those.
so I'm assuming, is it just you and the ranger that has those?
No.
So anyone that has those skills can make a perception check about the surroundings, your like immediate surroundings. That was very good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Not so good. Okay, so Yellow, you have spent some time out in the Arctic. You know the Arctic well. And also, an equal role. So yourself and the ranger.
Yeah.
You both, you notice that there's too much sound. It should be much quieter. There's a strange
Yeah.
like whistling, like a kind of a musicality to the wind, which is odd, and it kind of unnerves you a bit.
The musicality in the wind. Something environmental. It doesn't sound like the sound of a creature. I just hold up my hands in a military hand signal that just says, I'm sensing something around. I think I actually wave my finger like a lasso over my head, like kind of my sonar's going off.
Yep.
I don't know what to listen for though. Since you say it's the wind, it doesn't sound like a creature. It could be like a big creature coming in the distance and making everyone flee. Like, what are the birds doing?
The birds are around the very sparse trees that you have. The Arctic birds are going about their business. They don't seem to be spooked at all.
Okay, the birds are not spooked, so it's probably not like necessarily like a hurricane or an earthquake or a dinosaur or a dragon. I don't know. It could be.
Those are pretty extreme examples.
Right.
Gold.
It's the last Airbender, dude.
Yeah, it could be something more like an airbender or an air elemental or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Does he get an eerie feeling? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
he
was
said
feels
kinda
unnerved.
or unnerved. I mean, I guess I'll just heads up everyone that something's going on. Look to the skies. I don't know what it is.
You know, it'd be awesome, Lex, is if you had a ghost in the middle of some this magnitude ghost, like
I'll go ahead
nasty
and
Ravenloft
scramble up.
specter.
Maybe scramble up this rock outcropping and look off to look in all directions.
You can, if you get up to there, you can roll another perception as you're concentrating intensely on your surroundings.
My perception's 12.
Okay, you don't really notice anything strange. There's just this. It's almost like a kind of a whistle that's not quite in your hearing range. Like, you know it's there, but you can't quite make out what it is.
It's like the sound of the ring.
Hey guys, I'm up on this rock. Hey, I don't see anything. I'll be back down soon. And I start climbing down since I didn't see anything. It's just the winter playing tricks on us.
Cool. And
Yes.
stop where you are. Excellent. So
Okay.
as you shout out in your high-pitched, in your slightly high-pitched halfling voice, this mound of snow here, it erupts upward. There's a big sort of flash of snow up into the air, and the whistling sound becomes more acute. And you see the following, if it lets me pop them.
It's one of those
without
little
ripping
shark.
Discord.
I've,
Those little shark fin
I've
guys.
got a leveling up question because I forgot to level up last week. With priest, it's +2 every 3 levels, right? To hit.
Yes.
So does that mean I'm level 4 now? Does that mean I get +4?
Oh wait, I get more hit points. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Well, no, wait. It's +1 initially, and then
So it'll be +3 then.
your
Yeah.
factor bonus would be, so it's +3.
Right. Okay. That's all I need. Thank you.
Cool.
So
So
I have actually been rolling without the +1, so it's all good.
okay, no worries.
All right. Who's whistling? It's really loud.
So this mound erupts, and from it spring more of these little creatures that Road had seen before. But in the center of them is a larger creature, this fellow, and he has around his neck a whistle that he is blowing into.
Fuck, it's Trundle. Get him, Volibear.
Everything's leak.
Fuck
Trundle.
off. Fuck off. You count as me. See you later.
So I'll throw you guys into initiative, and you can talk, fight, run away, do whatever you want to do. The ranger's quick on his feet the first time. He's like, "Oh, what's that?"
I run up behind Road. Boom.
My Road.
Wilhelm goes over here. Samson tries to hide in shadows. I mean, if
Oh.
you're just giving us some stuff to do.
Okay, who's first? So Rin is first.
Does not succeed.
I shout out in common. If you move, I will shoot you. And ready my action.
Okay, cool. This one goes to move.
He's like, what did I
So
just
it'd
tell
be
you?
one. It would be one.
Yeah.
Stop. I have already readied. That was a warning.
You fired a warning shot. Okay.
No, he's firing on him. Gets him too.
Yeah, you hit him.
Boom. Take 6, bitch.
I selected everyone's tokens. Okay, I'll
So
throw
it
you
was-
in.
Fucking dead.
Ooh, was that the little one that moved?
I said
Yeah,
if you
he,
move,
he takes an arrow to the face. He be dead.
So these are the same little suckers that came in a horde of 100 before. Except for now they have a leader, and there's only 5 of them, not 100 of them.
No, dude, he has a whistle. He's using his dog whistle to call the rest of them.
I didn't see the ones before I was sleeping during that encounter,
Nah.
I guess.
It don't matter. There's 4 guys in front of us, or 5 guys in front of us.
So this one's going
Yeah.
to come over. It comes jumping down the slope and attempts to attack Yella.
Ah! What? All right. So you said these things
Misses.
are about my size.
Yeah, it's about your size. It kind of
All right.
scratches at you, but it misses.
All
Samson's go.
And Samson failed his hide in shadows before the thing started, so he tries again.
Hey.
Shadow, motherfucker. He's gonna move. He's gonna move over here.
Okay.
In the shadows.
All stealthy like.
Superstar.
This big dude, well, he's not big. He's about the size of a human. Let's make
So
his
is he
tokens
sort of an
smaller 'cause
orc or a
he's massive.
troll, or he's one of those ice guys but just bigger? Yeah, I
Strandal.
see him there. Is
He
he
looks.
flesh or is he ice?
He is. Yeah, no, he's flesh. He looks orcoid of
Okay.
some orcish description. So this guy jumps down next to you, and he shouts in like broken common, "Our lands, you die now!" And he attempts to hit you.
Oh no, must share lands. Plenty of lands
Rolls
for all.
appallingly and misses.
Yep. I got AC 17 with my hide armor and my dex.
Let's go.
Charge in and take out the big goblin die.
Use your friendship attack.
Hmm. I don't think I've hit him though, to be fair.
Oh, it was close. You don't quite manage to hit him. While he's tussling with the halfling, he manages to get out of the way.
My lands.
This little let's make the token a bit smaller. Goes in here, attempts to snap at Roads. Nope. This one, he shot his friend. He runs to here but can't quite attack yet. Yeah, let's go.
Man, I was interested in befriending these little short ice goblin things. They look friendly, but here they came and attacked me already. The leader's right next to me, huh? I'm gonna try to I'm going to try to steal the whistle from the leader
Okay, cool.
with a pickpocket roll.
Fine.
Oh, it's a bad pickpocket roll. So I try to snatch it out of his mouth, and I'm sitting there jumping like up in the air, like, "Give me that! Give me that whistle! Give me that!" My hands are going up in the air and just swiping it. Airball, airball, airball. I failed.
Web key.
I AF the one Road's on, which is the big guy, so 8 damage to the orcish looking
Ooh.
fellow. The magic missile. That's my job, to be a damage ad for Road on the main guy. Always.
Your missiles strike true as they always do, pounding into his chest, and he kind of drops to one knee and clutches his chest. He looks fairly hurt.
Sweet. My missiles are red and pink now because I'm wearing a red dress and pinkish.
I like that. You have to accessorize
Oh,
your
magic
spells. It's
missiles.
important.
That way everybody knows that the kiss comes from me.
I need to make this smaller.
Cool. Yeah, the
Look
red
cute.
and pink magical light reflects off the glare of the ice and snow, also
There's
like warning lights
This one's closer, and we'll get
on a runway.
scratch. This one attempts to scratch the ranger. Meh.
That's a miss.
Wilhelm.
I'm testing them all out.
I see that.
I'm
That looks awesome.
No, that's just
Just looks like you've had a curry.
bing.
Nah, that's a curry.
Okay.
Wilhelm?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna
I forgot
cast.
who Wilhelm is, kind of. That's
He's
is
just-
this another one of this is another one of Jason's characters
He's just a
that
mage.
came with the cat?
He's a mage that got chased.
He's gonna run over to
Cool.
where Samson is, because Samson can't hide from him, because they've just been together too long. And he's gonna cast a magic missile on this guy here.
Mhm.
So he dies.
Ooh.
He dies. Guys.
Dice.
It's actually kind of cool to play 2 mages with magic missile, so it's like it's double shot everybody. But it's not fair, so he's gonna leave the game.
And then also in a few minutes, you can be like, I'm all out of spells. I want to rest. I'm all out of spells and I want to rest too.
That's my job.
Yeah, I agree with my other character. Just kidding around.
Ice Goblin, you're getting very thirsty. Thirsty.
Oh man, it's begun.
Ice Troll, leader, you're getting thirsty.
Oh yeah, that makes me want to drink.
Thirsty.
You need to hand him the poison. Here you go.
The little one decides he's not thirsty, but the big one is thirsty. And he checks his equipment, and he hasn't brought a flask with him. So he's like, do you know what? Screw this, I'm leaving. I'm really thirsty, I'm hurt. He attempts to flee, and Road can have a free attack on him.
Ooh. Brad was ready.
Break his back.
You know, one day you're going to cast that on a vampire and regret it immensely.
Like on
Get him
Listy.
thirsty. How much is it to change weapon in this game? From like a longbow to a short?
I'm not
Usually-
fussy about that. You can pull it, to be honest.
You just drop one and pull the other.
Yeah, yeah.
I
If you want to
pull
carefully
my-
put your bow away, or you can just throw it on the ground and pull your weapon.
I pull my weapon.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that would have hit 11.
That is a hit.
For 8.
You skewer the little creature, and it squeals as it dies.
I have a small smile on my face.
Go off.
So, I'm guessing by the look of things here that this is rocky terrain.
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of did a climb to get up and down that. I figured it was like a 5 or 10 foot cliff.
Cool. So about 20 feet behind these two, Gorbin's gonna look at it, and in Dwarven, he's going to say explode. And they
Ooh.
have to save versus spell.
Okay. 2 fails.
So the rock behind them bursts into just thousands upon thousands of shards of shrapnel, and each of them take 13 damage.
Ooh, ouch.
Now, does that you know my question.
That was the granted power that he gains at 3rd level. He can cast Rock Burst, which is a Clangeddon specific spell,
Ooh.
once per day.
So my question is best phrased is do I get hurt? Is it an area effect? Does it hit everybody or it only hits your enemies somehow?
He cast it so that they were just in the edge of the area of effect.
Ah,
Good area.
sweet.
Kind of like Fireball, except an exploding rock.
So in this case, it's like the rock kind of like bursts towards me and it hits the guys, 3 guys in front of me. It hits them all in the back, and then any spare pebbles that kind of just drop a few feet ahead of me and Road.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
And anything within 10 feet of the center makes 2 save throws. If they fail them both, they get hurt badly.
Nice. Yeah, they're shredded. They're absolutely sliced and diced.
stand corrected. They get 2 save throws at 10 to 20 feet away. So they actually get a second if you want to give it to them.
Nope.
They're shredded then. Yeah. If they fail both, they take full damage. If they make one, half damage. If they make them both, they take no damage.
Okay,
Oh.
cool.
But then anything within 10 feet of the center only gets 1 save throw for half damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I take the whistle.
Okay. The whistle itself appears to be made out of bone, some kind of bird, like the kind of the bill of a type of bird. It's been carved, and it has some strange writing on the side of it.
I don't do I recognize? Can I recognize the writing? Oh, I think I have a thief chance. I have a 1% chance of decoding unfamiliar languages.
Go for it.
Just fucking toot it. Go toot toot and see what happens.
Ah, darn. No, I don't want to toot it. I think it's gonna summon more of those little ice dudes. Well, I wanted to ask you what those ice dudes are. Did you meet some in the night? Do we have a name for them?
Dude,
What-
if they're,
what
if
are
they're
these?
listening to that little ragtag guy that took like 2 hits, they would listen to Road. So, I mean, he scared them all off with a roar, dude. Like we could own this. Could be our
True.
patch of the Anarchy.
Yeah,
The
I
Arctic.
mean, we can summon them if you guys are ready. You want me to toot the whistle and try to summon some?
Told you it's in my mind, Lex. Told you.
I'll do
I
it.
want to see.
While
I want to see what happens. Do it.
while these are talking about the whistle, you can
Mhm.
see Rin is just cleaning his sword like he doesn't normally use it, and he's like making sure it's miraculous before he puts it back
Nice.
into
Cares
his.
for his weapon.
Then he picks up his bow.
You're welcome to toot it should you wish.
Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for the rest of the people at the back of the party to say what they do. Those and these. So like Wilhelm and Samson, and then Webkey, Sunroard, and the Clangeddon dwarf guy.
They do nothing. Well, they don't know that you have the whistle, so.
Maybe we could all go up on this rock outcrop. There's like a driveway that leads up on it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
You want me to just
why-
shoot it and see what happens? I don't
Why
care.
are we bringing more danger to us? Just because they heard it the first time doesn't mean it's necessarily that's the only thing they could hear. It.
Webkey comes
Right.
walking up.
Right. We're doing it because we are like just D&D player adventurers, and like any Jack in the Box we pick up, someone's like, turn the knob.
I was doing that in
don't know. I'll
character.
put it.
No, he's doing.
Yeah.
He's doing a character.
Oh, I am too. I am
Yeah.
too.
What, so your character.
Sorry, I'm kind of
you're a
fourth wall-y.
D&D player. I was
my thief rolls a climb wall check to see if I can climb
Mhm.
the fourth wall.
He's dead pulling it.
Yeah, I climb over the fourth wall, and from the top of it, I shout, "For D&D!" And
Well, let's roll.
I lightly
that shit.
toot the horn. I toot it haltingly once, not like a whole like shofar,
Mhm.
like doo doo doo, but just like
Oh,
a,
like, It makes like no noise whatsoever. It's like a
little
dog whistle.
faltering.
Okay, so you make your declaration and you go to blow it. And yeah, you hear the blowing sound of yourself, and it makes a kind of a sound that you all kind of hear, but not quite, like it's just off your perception. And then you roll a D100.
You hear Yanny, Yanny, Yanny.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Alright,
that's nice.
Let's have a look at my...
Death is
That's-
coming this way.
That should be some kind of consequential roll. I don't know if that's good or bad, but 99 is a rare roll.
Got an
If
army
you
now.
just summon 99 of those things, I'm gonna be very upset that I used Rock Burst already.
I want to do
Yeah.
Gorbin's voice so bad.
So that's one today, Clangeddon?
He gets it once
Gorbin?
as a power, but because it's a Clangeddon specific spell, he can also cast it as a second level spell.
Oh. Well, maybe you'll get a chance to do it again. I know how you love a big AoE.
Hey, when we don't have a fireball, any AOE is nice.
I gotta get that spell.
I mean, it's
Nice.
almost a fireball.
Oh.
It's
Oh, I say,
Yellow,
gents,
are
look.
you standing where you are when you
Yeah,
blew
I
it?
kind of backed up over near. I was thinking about hiding in shadows before I did it, but then I didn't. I climbed the fourth wall, so that was kind of a joke. So, yeah, I just stood on a rock over there. Oh God. I guess I'm facing towards the party, sort of. So I guess that comes up like over my head and behind me.
Yeah. So what happens is you'll hear that sound, and then there's like a swirl of Arctic wind and snow, and it kind of billows up on the top of that little rise, and from out of it wings sort of appear, and you see the silhouette of some kind of creature that comes striding out of the maelstrom of wind, and it looks horrendously like this.
Guys, I may have played the wrong note on the whistle.
Let me look for stats. Stats,
Do you think?
stats.
I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Well-
I ain't fighting that motherfucker.
We're gonna have to try a OOC. You gotta try some kind of a negotiation or dialogue or something. Like maybe hope it's not an evil.
Ice
Or
dragon
hide.
summoned by a whistle. What are the chances that it's not?
Come on, have you guys not seen Loder when or the Hobbit when they summon the giant eagles to fly them away? Maybe this dragon's here to fly us to the next adventure.
Not at all. Don't
So,
you like-
I hope you guys all took riding air-based creatures for a non-weapon proficiency.
If it's gonna be any sort of riding, I'm gonna be dragged.
How big is it, Lex? Is it as big, only as big as you've pictured it? Because that's actually pretty small for if that's a dragon. Or would it be much larger than you pictured it?
It's like the size of Baron Nashor.
So it's actually about.
That looks a little more realistic.
It's about that
So-
big. So
Okay.
it's not the most huge creature you've ever seen. You're not struck by dragon fear, and it kind of it comes to the edge of the rock and it looks over at you, and as it speaks, you all feel the frozen, it's like frozen icy breath kind of pass over all of you, which chills you a little bit unnaturally. Who summons me?
I point straight at the rogue.
Yep, him.
Where is my payment? And it looks down at Yellow.
What payment do you need?
There's a little warm yellow pool under Yellow's pant leg, seeping into the snow. I look up over my head and say, I just stammer to it and toss a gold piece. I just flick a gold piece up.
The creature watches the gold piece as it flies through the air, like its yellow eyes following it, and it slumps down into the snow. You insult me! You summon me here, and then you refuse to pay me. Who are you? And one of its claws kind of comes over the side of that rise close to where you are, and it leans over to look at you.
I'd say, well, I figured we'd pay, upon completion of the mission.
What is your name?
Purple Snow?
You lie! The creature goes to swipe at you. It's not a deathly like I'm gonna kill you attack. It just kind of like bats angrily at you. So
I'm gonna get in the way.
So I'm like a
Okay.
plaything, huh? Like a cat.
I'm going to
Cat
put my
plaything or like-
I'm
Okay.
going to put my body in between him and the dragon.
Okay.
Brace for the blow.
Hits AC 24.
Ooh.
The webkey does.
And wait-
Is that AC 24 on the bear or is that on the halfling?
On the bear because he went to block it. You take 11 damage as it kind of bats. You're not ready for the strength, and it kind of like bats the shield out of your way, and you take the claws across you.
Just gets thrown across the floor because it was such a powerful blow.
Yeah. You lie to me, and then you hide behind the stronger member. You truly are a pathetic and small creature. Why should I not consume you?
Well, I got the whistle.
Because you never should eat yellow snow.
The
And that's my motto. Thank you, Ren.
it kind of licks its claws, which drip with the blood of Road.
Alright, Webkey intervenes. She's gonna say something.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Webkey, you bleed from your midsection for no reason. You don't.
Oh.
feel pain.
Nice.
Ah,
Connected. She runs up. Wait, I gotta chew this hot dog. Damn it.
She's always chewing hot dogs.
No,
Yeah,
not really.
it's amazing how much she has meat in her mouth.
Okay. She runs up and tries to not tries to wave at him, but get his attention because she kind of runs up kind of suddenly and stops.
Yeah, it looks over at you.
And she says, "The whistle. We have the whistle to give back to you, so you will no longer be summoned."
You cursed one, and it kind of like cocks its head to the side. What whistle are you talking about?
This puny man, she says, has her whistle. We'd give it back to you, so you'd be free from being summoned in the future.
You are not lying like the pathetic small one.
after
Yes.
we complete the mission, though, right?
He is very pathetic, she says, and she walks over to him, like putting her hand out like for the whistle.
You notice, Webkey, that the whistle has Fey writing on it.
What does it say? Comprehend languages.
It's written in. It's unfamiliar, but it is Fey, so you can read it. On the side of the whistle, written in a silvery script, it says, "Blow the whistle and take your chance."
Damn it, that's probably worth a fucking lot of gold. God damn it!
Cool whistle, man.
I just realized that.
Things in whistle form.
Maybe we can trade into the dragon for something good, though. Like get the dragon to do something for us.
Wait. I got plans. So I'm smart. She looks up at him and she says, "We have, Rohad can ask the spirits to release your call from the whistle, so that you never be called again."
The dragon, it looks at you and it's, you appear to be the most intelligent one. The rest appear to be idiots. We will talk. Make your proposal, small one.
Well, she looks back at Road. Road, when he's able to, will talk with the spirits to see if they could release you from such a cursed item. She says, "That way you are never summoned again, Great One."
The creature looks over at the bear that he knocked over. This one speaks with the dead, yes?
She looks at Road. Killing Road.
Technically, yes.
You are a necromancer then.
No. Necromancers raise the dead. I do not raise them. I just speak to them.
That is
The
a pity.
ancestors of my people.
Raising the dead is useful. It is
No,
a
it's
pity you are
also
unable to do that. Come closer, bear man. Do not stand so far away.
No, he just bravely walks up to the worm. He doesn't care. He's only got a massive gash on his face where he got cursed up earlier.
As you stand
Yeah.
next to Webkey, her dress changes. The Drake takes note of this. You took my swipe. You did not die. Tell me, why did you protect the pathetic little one?
Because he is pathetic and little.
But the weaker are just cattle that should be killed, no?
But he has skills that we need. It is
Ah.
like, yeah, how do I explain it? It is like when you have a child. You have to protect the child. Yes, because that is where the future may lie. While he is not my child, we need him later on in the future. So when you went to attack him, I automatically defended him like I would anyone else in this party.
The Drake considers. Yes, I see that he is not your child. For you and this, the intelligent one would not produce a child that looks like him.
We are not producing anything apart from anger right now.
That is the nature of marriage, my friend. So, you say this small one is skilled. What can he do?
Well, apart from being annoying, he is pretty good at hiding in shadows and stealing stuff.
Ah. So
He's one of them types.
Ah.
And he has a very good AoE of yellow snow.
Perhaps. Hmm.
Almost
I
as
have
if you could
not-
summon it on demand.
The inedible AoE.
Perhaps he should demonstrate just how good he is. If he is indeed useful, then perhaps I will not eat him. Little pathetic child man,
Yes.
go and stand here for me. And the dragon points that way with one wingtip.
Hmm.
It spreads its wings and it raises one claw to point towards you. By the power of the Arctic and all things frozen, by the drakes that have flown before me and those that will fly after, I cast upon you Cage of Puzzles.
Oh no. Okay.
So around you, a cage appears. It looks like it's raw iron. It has 100 locks, and the locks are all around you in a circle. And it has bars so you can see your way out. The dragon sits back on its haunches and watches you. Show me that you're skilled, and I won't kill one of them.
Oh man. All right. Let me see what tricky things I have here, if anything.
Do I have the Did he give me the whistle? Do I have the whistle?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I've got the whistle.
Damn it! I put my hand out for it. Ah, damn it! You should have given it to me. I could blow it again. Maybe you get like a fire dragon or something next time.
Awesome, like.
You just keep blowing it and blowing it and blowing it.
Then we're dead.
Okay, let's see. Let me go down to these scores. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is just check the floor just for a clever way. Maybe I can burrow my way out under it.
Okay, you kind of scrabble around. The floor is made of the same iron. It's kind of like grated as well, so you can get your little fingers through into the snow on the bottom, but the grates are too small for you to get more than, say, your wrist and your forearm through.
All right. I am going to see if I can treat it as a trap and outsmart the trap. Can I do that?
Yep. So like around you are all these locks. You could attempt to just disarm traps, sort of use your trap sense to see if it is just a trap.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do that because if I have to open 100 locks with my percent chance, that's gonna take like about 1,000 rolls. So that's gonna take quite a
And
while.
about 1,000 hours. We don't have that long time.
So I'm gonna see if I can somehow circumnavigate the entire thing by find remove traps, which I have a better percent chance of, 40% chance. Which I make. So if there's a way to outsmart the trap, I guess I can do that.
So you
somehow.
kind of look around you, and as a halfling, halflings are always in trouble. It's in their DNA. Something about this, you kind of get this ancestral memory in your blood. This has been done to your kind before, and one of them escaped. Because of the 100 locks, there are 5 locks of a slightly different hue. So they're kind of a brass color to them.
Okay. Cool. In an average of 50 minutes or so, 50 to 60 minutes, 50 to 60 tries, I should be able to get 5 locks open. So, do you think that opening 5 locks would escape me? Is that what I deduce? Is the opening
yeah,
5 of
you
the,
figure
of
that
the 100 would escape me?
Yeah, you figure these 5 locks are key to opening the cage.
All right. I will remove my hide armor to improve my chances of opening locks. Then. That'll bring it up to 25%. Not too great. All right. Well, I'll try to pick one of the locks.
Yeah, that's 1/3, son. Sorry, my typing's terrible.
All right. Looks like I got one lock undone.
Yeah. So the lock pops open and it falls to the ground, and the dragon watches you.
Naturally, I use my. You know, I don't have any real smarts here. My best smart would be perception. But anyway, I've narrowed it down to 5 locks. I guess I try to, strategically choose which the most advantageous next lock to be would be, and then I'll try another lock.
Is there a rule for take 10? So you take your time and. I know there used to be in one of the. I can't remember second edition or third
I
edition.
think it's just a DM discretion thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like, the DM could give you a bonus if you say you used a certain tool or took extra time or something.
Did you get the
In
lock
this
on
case,
that one?
I just use my best thief tools that I have. I don't have anything extraordinary. I had a 25% chance and I rolled a 28, so without a bonus, I failed it.
Okay, so the dragon. Let me see.
We heard him
Because
say
I
that
didn't
about
token
for your
it.
friends or whatever.
What, Jason?
We said him say like, get out or when your friends buys a farm, right?
Yes, I heard him say that.
Making sure.
So I'm trying to rapidly escape from it. Kind of like
So the dragon
like a
notices.
Houdini type thing.
You fumble with the lock doesn't spring open, and the dragons can grin. They grin in a horrible way, and as you fail the lock, it swipes at Road with its claws.
Oh no!
I cast knock on the lock.
That only
Cool.
that only opens two locks. I was
Okay,
I was
so-
thinking that.
Right, so we'll do
That
that
might
after
speed it
we
up.
resolve the damage. So that's fine.
I
It
think
does-
there's 4 locks left that I have to get. I've got one of the 5.
Oh Jesus Christ! You take 10 damage, Road, as you're struck by the dragon's claw.
Webkey shouts to the dragon in a intimidating posture and says, "How dare you?" She says.
The dragon
"Attack us."
The dragon looks around at you, Webb. He said he protects the child thing. The child thing fucked up, so now he gets pain for it.
This is awesome.
And the dragon also points at your chest where the splash was, where you're bleeding, although mechanically not losing any health. There are links between things. You should know this.
Well, we sever this link, she says with that thief. She looks over.
The dragon raises its eyebrows. You wish to leave him to his fate, then? I can have him?
Gets up and looks at the dragon and says, "No."
Ah.
I
This
can
is
get
how
out of this thing. I just need a few more minutes. And
Yes.
I also need one paperclip and a stick of gum.
Cast knock, but David probably couldn't think I was cheating. And then we'd all die.
Sumriel cast is reduced person. Okay, you can cast reduced person upon yellow snow.
Okay. I'm already. My initial size is. I think it's like 4 or 4.5 feet. So, I don't know how much percent that knocks off at your level.
It's like
Makes me like 20% smaller, or 50% smaller, or 100% smaller.
If you were 100% smaller, you'd disappear.
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
breathe. You'd
The way-
die. I think
the way the
it's
spell
30.
works, once
It shrink between
once
the
it gets you
particles,
down
my
to
friend.
1 inch, then from there it goes in tenths of inches.
Just like
or something.
Ant-Man. It.
Yep,
Yeah,
and it
I
goes
have-
to the mystical realm.
In my campaign, I have a template for that spell. I'll grab it real quick.
Cool.
So right, so you go to cast your spell to reduce him, and the dragon twitches as you cast, and it glances in your direction. And it will attempt. Let's see if it manages its intelligence. Fail. The spell goes off, and the dragon looks at the Pruane elf and growls, but the spell lands.
I stand in front of the pruny elf.
I'm just gonna grin because he never said anything about us not helping him.
True.
So you're about 30% smaller, I think. Snow.
Okay.
About a third, yeah.
So
That
I'm
counts.
3 feet now.
Can I cast knock
Yeah.
again?
If I was 4 feet, I'm now about 3 feet or so.
The dragon looks
s-
round.
Did the yeah,
At-
go on.
Yeah, so you do shrink down a little bit. The dwarf makes his proclamation, and the dragon looks over at the dwarf. Do you think your pathetic godfet scares me at all? Would you like to come up here? Perhaps you would like to fight me rather than have him escape? I'd be happy. I'd let you have the first attack, my tiny little friend.
Well, if he has resistance of any sort, you should roll it, and if he doesn't or he fails, you should roll a save versus spell for him.
Oh, you're casting on the dragon?
Gorbin is casting Enthrall.
Oh. He
Alright.
makes his he made his save versus spell. The dragon sort of stares at you for a moment and then shakes its head. You'll have to be smarter than that, dwarf. Why don't you come up here and fight me like a dwarf? Or are you a pathetic little elfling flinging spells around?
Webkey's gonna back up. This is not.
I'll
This
get
is
through
turning.
your puzzle very
This is
soon.
turning
I'll
south.
get through it very fast. What's another word for pirate treasure?
I like how Wilhelm and Samson
5
are just like
letters.
chilling.
Yeah, they're
Going down.
That's a
Good
whole lot.
fellow.
Is it in the air?
No, it's sitting on that rise.
How windy is it?
I would say it's fairly windy. There's always quite a wind across the tundra, so it is fairly windy, yeah. What's he gonna do?
We
Dwarfs
shouldn't
up
be fighting it.
coming.
How many locks came open from knock?
Oh, you cast knock, didn't you? Yeah. Let me roll.
Yeah, someone cast it at one.
Yeah, I wanted to
cast it again if enough
Yeah, I
time
wanted to
passed.
cast it to us.
Ooh. The dragon noticed you beginning to cast your spell because it rolled a 1, which is really good.
Mhm.
It points its finger at you, Webkey, and it says, "Silence, cursed one."
I
And
thought-
your mouth begins
okay.
to knit together with ice, and it completely knits shut, frozen.
Okay.
I
How
fumble with the
tall-
lock.
How tall is
now with
yellow
my
snow
fingers, so
normally?
3 feet. Normally 4.5. Like less than 4.5 feet. Like 4'4" or something.
I
So I
cower
figured now I'm
behind
around
her.
what, like 2'9" or
40.
2'10".
That's 52 inches.
Yeah, normal 52.
I cower behind
So
the snowman.
2/3 of 52 is around 3 feet.
So,
It's probably not small enough to slip through the bars. It would probably help, but there is only 4 more locks. And if knock didn't work.
So what I'll
Nice.
do is, because it doesn't quite make you small enough to wriggle your way through, you get like a -10 to any of your unlock rolls because your fingers are smaller, you're lighter, you're quicker.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll it normal, and we can add minus the 10
Yeah.
manually. Okay. I thought I was
Pop.
afraid 71 for a second, but it's 17.
The next
Good.
lock pops open.
Okay. My fingers sort of shake, not with cold, but with nervousness, and I move on to the next lock as soon as I have a minute.
Perhaps this little creature isn't as useless as I initially thought. You entertain me. Continue.
All right. I guess just for fun, I will perform a climb walls, hide in shadows, and I'll climb to the roof of the cage and hang upside down and make it look as though I somehow totally disappeared from the cage. Like I just, I Houdini'd out of there. And like now Webkey can lift up her dress and I'm going to walk out of it. And the crowd will be like, So, I try to climb up, and I successfully climb to the top.
Yep.
And I try to hide from up there, which I also successfully do. So I just disappear and go totally silent, hanging from the roof of the cage.
The Drake. Let's see what the Drake thinks about. Oh my god.
He knows.
He knows.
Stop fucking rolling ones, you bastard!
The Drake like peers into the cage, and he says, "Hiding in there just means you'll die in there hidden." He looks over at Road. "I won't hurt you this time. I would expect a prey creature to hide in the shadows. It's natural."
Yeah, when I see that he sees me, I hang upside down like a trapeze artist, like hang from my knees kind of upside down and just kind of grin at the dragon's face. I'm like, I had to try, showing you all my tricks. I'm trying to do a nice little performance here for you. And, you know, when I land, I do a little snow shuffle, little dance. And as I dance around, I move by another one of the locks and kind of deftly try to open it. And I cannot.
While he's doing that, I'm going to take the gold I retrieved from the orc kind's body, one with the strange lightning on, and I'm just going to hold it up to the dragon. Is this what you seek?
The dragon's head snaps around, and it goes to swipe you again, but you're ready for it this time. And you kind of take a slip back, and its claws pass harmlessly through the air. "That is a pathetic amount. Stop trying to buy me off. I thought you, of all these pathetic little creatures, would understand the importance of what's going on here. Or are you just as deceitful as they?"
You calling me pathetic and deceitful?
You were trying to buy me off.
No, I was simply offering you the money we found on the corpse of the man that held the whistle. I thought it might have some significance to you, but I see now all you care about is pain and annoying people.
Ah, I'm glad we understand each other. The Drake looks over at Corbin. "Any time you want to come up here, little one, I'll tear the beard from your face and shove it down your throat."
Maybe this guy's like the Wizard of Oz. It's like a little like gnome with like an illusion going.
I'm gonna go to bed.
We're gonna get Gator right now. I say we run. I can't run this guy. Let's see. I say we give him something. Like the thief. We can rescue him later.
Yeah, if you give him me, I'll attempt to escape from. If I don't escape, I'll be his lunch and roll another character eventually. Let me see. When a minute passes, I'll try another lock. There's only 2 locks left, so
that's right.
Does anyone else have knock besides the one that got their mouth sewn shut with ice? No more knockers.
Knockers. It's not this kind.
All right. Yellow Snow makes some joke to himself about knockers while he tries to pick another lock. Again, failing. Concentrating too much on my stage performance, my stage presence, dancing and trying to tell comedy and things.
He's having
using distractions to make up for this terrible situation I've gotten us into.
The Drake slams the ground with its tail, and a big sort of puff of snow sort of comes up, and it regards you angrily. "I don't think you're taking this seriously, little one. If your father will not protect you, perhaps this will motivate you." And it swipes at Webkey.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
and hits her for 8, and also causes you to go flying about into this mound here.
Can I see her hit point bar after that? Is she okay?
Yeah, sure. What? How many points do you think I have, dude? Hold on
More
one
than we
second.
used to.
More used to. I'm a mage. Talking about.
I wish I could think of some other way to get my way out of this without just picking the last 2 locks. But I'm gonna probably just try picking one of the last 2 locks. It seems to be the best thing I've got going right now.
The Drake looks over at the dwarf. Once I've had my fun with the little one, perhaps we will duel and I will fly for you.
I do have a brooch of Ariel. What's that, Lex?
You found that on the Inquisitor.
I wonder if this dragon respects the brooch of the Ariel. Or Ariel. It's the snow goddess.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to convince her that I'm a powerful Ariel cleric, though, instead of a halfling thief. So I probably better just keep halfling thiefing.
Give him the whistle.
The Drake looks over
Oh,
at
the
the
whistle is the other idea. Yeah, that is the other idea. I could blow the whistle, but you guys know that could get us all.
No, don't
mushed.
blow it to him. Give it to him. We're beyond that.
give
Forget it. I'm not gonna give you any suggestions. Sorry, I'm not mad.
I don't want to give the whistle. We want to keep the whistle.
The Drake looks
How
over at
much
the dwarf,
that is worth.
and it says, "I can end the game now, and we can have our duel. Do you want it, dwarf? Do you want me to end the game now?"
I can get out of this. I promise. I can do it. It's like one of those escape room thingies.
I don't know how much berating the dwarf can take. We could just unload on him.
Dwarf's responding in text, so let's get those in there. Take flight, worm. I don't know if clown voice machine wants to do them, or you can if you want to, Gargamon.
You can do the math. I'm gonna do about 30 with my other mage in damage over 3 rounds, so this thing
You
can't have more
are?
probably, and then Royad will probably do like
Who be the coward now? Ye be wanting games over a true challenge? Ye be taking flight and seeing me God's true power, and ye not be killing me friend afore I deal with ye.
yeah.
So he seems to be taunting him. I would say. I'd say the dwarf is taunting the dragon in response to the dragon's offers.
Yeah.
That's great.
I guess enough time's passed. I'll try to pick the second to last lock. And this time I don't pick it again. Fumbling with the lock. I've bent my. I say yes. Now I need like a paper clip and some bubble gum.
The dragon notices you screwed it up really badly. You are not taking this seriously at all, it says. And it takes in a small lungful and blows out a breath that will hit everyone in this cone. So you all need to make save versus breath weapon. From everybody apart from Webkey, she's out of the cone.
So sorry, y'all. And also apart from me, right? Looks like I'm not in it either.
No, you're not in it either.
Well, I know what the wizard's gonna do next round. He's gonna magic missile for sure. Because it's on now.
Oh, I know one thing I haven't tried yet. Let me check what percent this would be worth. Hold on.
I can do 30 over 3 rounds.
What is
Right,
it?
do double that.
In
So-
bars with gates. It's the same percent though. Yellow snow is actually quite strong for a halfling. I could try bin bars lift gates, but the percentages on bin bars lift gates are pretty bad. So open locks is actually is better.
Hmm.
Only by a few points though. My bin bars is almost good enough to be worth it.
Try it anyways.
I could. just for a variation on the theme. Seeing that I'm close to getting myself out, instead of picking the next lock, I just try to literally twist the lock and bend the metal on it until it comes apart. I have it's either a 16% or 18% chance. It is a 16% chance. I strain trying to pull the padlock off, as a bunch of people in the party take 5 points of damage from frost breath.
The
You
dragon.
take half on.
No, it misses you entirely if you succeed. It wasn't a full breath. It was like a. Yeah, save versus breath.
So if
It was
you make
almost-
your save, no damage.
It was like an offhanded, almost like a kind of a dismissive little.
He
He
snorted
spit
it
on you.
The Drake noticed you trying to pull the lock off rather than disarm it, and it laughs openly.
Well, I can do it sometimes. After I get out of this puzzle machine, I've got one more thief ability I'm going to show you, and I'm going to have to climb up on your back to do it.
And I'm sure having used its breath on things before, it definitely would notice that it did not affect Gorbin at all.
Because he made a save, or he's like immune to stuff like that?
He failed his save, but the Endure Cold, Endure Heat spell that he
Mhm.
Cool.
when breath weapons are used on the person, it cancels the spell, and they also ignore the first 10 points of damage.
That's true.
Cool. I'll try a lock, but there's 2 locks left, so I'm trying to pick a lock again. No pick. I had a series of early successes, and ever since then I've started fumbling.
The Drake.
Oh no, sorry guys.
It moves position, and then how many in range? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of you, so we'll roll.
Did it walk or did it fly?
It leapt off the side.
Okay, you need to give me a moment here. I have to find it again.
Mhm.
Because this spell only requires a gesture, nothing
Mhm.
more.
As it starts to move, my bow follows it.
So, on this scale, Lex,
Mhm.
you said the wind is blowing. Is it none, light, moderate, strong, or very strong?
Moderate, I would say.
That's cool.
So, with a gesture, Gorbin brings into effect a column of wind blowing down to pin the dragon to the ground.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know how strong a moderate wind will get him. I mean, it's a very vague spell.
Okay, so I will
It's
say.
Wind column it's wind column out of spells
Yeah.
and magic.
Okay, so yeah, your wind appears, and sort of as the dragon lands, it went to swipe at Sun, but because you slam it into the ground, it doesn't manage to attack. It has to brace on all 4 of its feet and its tail as well, and its head snaps over to you, and it sort of hisses angrily. It doesn't strike anybody.
I think it's on.
So it just hopped over there and threatened people?
It's just hopped. It went to hop over and hit and swipe at Sun because you screwed up the pick
Yeah.
lock. But Corbin cast his spell, which cancelled its attack. It's not in full
Alright.
initiative attack.
I have another idea. Let me think. I don't think I have any other ideas. Just break the lock or pick the lock. Oh, he
Nihilo
casted it
moves
as a
in front
spell
of
on me,
Sun.
right? the cage was a spell on me, I could try to disbelieve it in case it was an illusion. But again, I don't think my chance would be any better. My intelligence is only 8. So I think my best way out is to keep thieving. I keep trying to pick the locks while the dragon hops around over there. Now I'm just like, oh my god, he's gonna kill the party before I get out of this stupid thing. Still not out. This second to last lock has been killing me. Can someone please unstitch our mage's mouth so they can knock me out of this thing?
Hey, I'm doing everything I can to keep this thing busy and away from you and everyone else.
Oh, that's cool. Well, it hasn't been attacking me the whole time. It's been attacking everybody else anyway.
I mean, I'm trying to distract it from everyone else. It just isn't quite
it
going.
works. The Drake rears up and goes to strike you, Gorban.
Your peasant magic is nothing. Yet ye be knocked to the ground like a wee leaf in the breeze.
Cool. You silly ice drake, stop taunting my friends. I shall be out of your puzzle trap in no time flat. Did the drake do another attack so I can do another lock?
Yeah.
I think he did. And I fail again on this frozen second to last lock that's nearly impossible. Thinking I've got the wrong lock, I switched to the other lock for my next attempt.
And with Sun, just because he's still got that spell up, hasn't he? Sort of protect him so he doesn't break concentration.
Mm-hmm. You're Gorban, you're chanting to your god. You feel that rush of faith that you get, and the dragon misses you entirely.
Well, not that I have any dice in my armor or anything, but he's not even trying to dodge. He's just looking this dragon in the eye, singing at the top of his lungs. He don't care.
Nice.
Was it a claw attack?
Yeah.
Does Gorban's song affect anybody else or just himself?
It's not any kind of effect. He's just singing a song of praise.
Cool.
Doing what dwarves do.
I am doing 2 things to break my streak of bad luck. Yellow Snow's switching to lock number 1 instead of lock number 2. He'll try and break that. And OOC, D&D player thing, I switched dice sets, so stopped using I put away the gold dice that were failing me. I've now got my yellow dice. So here comes a yellow dice. Ooh, 4.
The lock pops open.
Yeah. All right. Good. Now there's only one lock holding me in. I rattle the cage and see if there's a way I can slip out with only one lock left.
The cage rattles, but it's still locked.
I sort of, how we outsmarted the fact that there was 100 fake, not 95 unimportant locks and 5 good ones. I kind of like start unraveling some of the chains and things that were connecting one thing to the other now that it's almost completely solved.
Okay, that's cool. So, roll 1d10. So you get your -10 for being smaller, and you get -8 because you made it easier by unraveling things and making it clearer. So -18 off your roll.
All right, here's my last pick lock roll, hopefully. Yes, that minus the 18 would be a good success. And I roll out of the cage.
Yep, the door swings open.
All right. Just as I get out of the cage and roll into the snow, I turn around. Of course, I'm only about 2.5 feet tall right now, and I stand with the snow like kind of up to my knees, and as hard as I can, I try to disbelieve the cage, and I just kick it. thinking that I won't stub my toe if it was an illusionary cage. I think when you disbelieve an illusion, you get a save or spells. Of course, if it's not an illusion, it won't.
Yeah.
So in a save, I'm trying to roll high. I don't know what my scores are. I'll have to look. Looks like I needed a 14. I think. No, I needed I needed higher than that. I think I needed like a 15 or 16.
So
I don't think I.
Yeah, you kick the
so I stubbed
cage,
my
and the
toe.
cage it rattles a little bit, but you don't hurt yourself.
All right. I say, I could swear that thing was real, but it's got to be some kind of illusion. He just pulled it out of the air mysteriously. I didn't see a dragon flying around with a cage and flew over and dropped it on me. It's got to be an illusion.
Oh,
So, are you guys fighting the Drake now, or was it going to leave us alone since I escaped? I'd make a big deal about the fact I escaped. Did it. I'm out.
The,
He probably doesn't care. He's lost interest in you.
the Drake
Yeah.
looks over
Yeah.
at you. Ah, so you found your way out. You're not as stupid as you look.
I love that saying.
And your friends were willing to be mortally harmed to protect you.
That's what friends are for.
I look at the dragon and go, willing? We just were. I'm willing to be mortally harmed to protect him. Like looking around.
The Drake sits back on its haunches and kind of like eyes the party. It's like sizing you up, trying to work out what such a group of weirdos and misfits are doing in the middle of a snowy realm.
He's a devious Drake, but can't tell if he's downright evil or what. Does anybody want to tell him what we're doing in this realm? Maybe we can get him to do something for us since we've given him some entertainment.
As he peers over at us, Webke says, "We just want to be on our way." Actually, I can't say. Can I say anything?
Yeah, the ice around your mouth melts away.
We just want to be on our way, Great One, she says.
The Drake eyes the little Webkey.
Hopefully we've amused you, she says. At least a little.
You have amused me. I've understood a little bit more about how your humanoids react to each other, though I don't fully understand why any of you would allow me to claw you in return for the little creature's life. And then it looks over at Yellow. Yellow, why did you not sacrifice yourself when I almost slew your mother? And points at Webkey.
Oh God. I did what I knew Mom would want me to do. You can't give in. And
Never surrender.
Let the puzzle masters win. You have to keep trying until the very last hit point.
So you're willing to have your mother killed for you, yes?
No deal. You can't trick me into saying that I agree to that.
Oh, I'm not saying I will kill her yet. I'm just saying that you were willing to continue to use the locks, whether I slew her or not.
I see. What you do not understand as a Drake is that me as a ice halfling, I always think there is a chance. Against all odds.
Ah, blissfully ignorant of reality. This I understand.
It has fueled my people for generations.
And this coming from a Drake with the delusions of grandeur.
Oh, you're gonna taunt the Drake.
The Drake looks over at the Ranger. I am not deluded, little one.
Are you not?
I was happily going about my business until the small, scared unlocker of locks called me here.
I go to get the whistle from him.
What? Why do you want the whistle?
She says,
We need to keep the whistle.
"Give me the whistle.
Let's keep the whistle.
Give me the whistle."
We need to keep the whistle. It could be valuable.
she starts fighting with him. Give me the whistle, she says. Starts yanking at his wherever
Oh
the
my
whistle may be.
gosh.
The Drake watches
I
wrestling like curiously.
Give me the
I
whistle,
give,
child. She says, be obedient to your mother.
I give Webkey a different piece of metal from my thief tool set, in hopes that she'll take it in place of the whistle or think that it is the whistle.
You
Right,
could-
with her intel.
You could do if you do a successful pickpocket check, you could sleight of hand it to her, and she'll be like, "Oh, I've got the whistle." Hell
Nope.
no. Here, have this piece of crap.
It's amazing how good our rogue is.
Apparently, he's very
All right.
useful.
I mean, I guess she snatches it out of my hand.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'll try. I'm just saying. I'm not the GM.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna-
have
I'm not gonna-
absolute power. I'll do
You-
a dex
I'm not
check.
gonna. I'm
You
definitely
can
not gonna fight you
roll off
for it.
decks, and whoever rolls the lowest decks gets what they want.
If he opposes me, cool.
I have decks of like 17, I think, and so I
damn.
beat my decks by 15 points.
Okay, I beat mine by 3.
Yeah, he's able to seclude it in one of his many thiefy pockets.
Give me the damn whistle, Cecil.
Are you charmed or what? We don't need to give it to the Drake. Just trick the Drake into going away. We'll use the whistle to summon something else later.
Oh, I slap him across the face. Forget that. Here's an attack
Oh
roll.
my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, at least explain your strategy.
dexterity check, right? To
Mom.
slap him across the face, right?
Yeah, you can hit. You can slap him. Yeah.
It went from an attack roll to a dexterity check when
Yeah,
it
I'm
came
just
out as a
kidding, man.
1.
I'm kidding.
don't
He
care.
takes a swipe at him until he misses his head.
You
That's
can, I mean,
fine.
you can
Yeah.
slap me. I don't know.
He-
Why
oh,
don't
okay,
you
if
just
he
like
lets
either
him.
tell me tell me IC or OOC what your strategy is? Why do you want the whistle?
I'm not gonna tell you out of character, dude, because fuck that shit. And it should be obvious what it why she wants the whistle.
Like
I
you're the
don't
one who's
know,
not
you got-
getting hit.
Gotcha.
Everybody else is.
Well,
Why do you
I
think
think
she wants the whistle?
I think the dragon said that it would stop punishing you guys if I could get out of the trap. So I made it out of the trap, so maybe we can just outsmart the Drake now and either get out of here or
Sweet.
I
I
don't know
grab
about
him.
attacking it. That seems
I grab him and
difficult
try to get his attention, and I say, "Look,
to me.
thief." She says, "Give him the whistle so he can go on his way."
It's not even the dragon's not asking for the whistle.
All right, she steps aside from him, and she says, "Great one." She says, "He has the whistle that summons you. I give it to you as a gift. Take the whistle, and beyond your great way," she says, "and we
The,
will
Dra-
pester you no more."
the Drake's eyes widen slightly, and it extends one of its huge, like clawed
What?
claws. Give me the
What?
whistle, then, little one, and I will leave you in peace.
Oh my god, you guys.
He is a
Wait, trying to put me in
disobedient.
a moral dilemma or what?
Yeah, exactly. He is a disobedient child. He will not give me the whistle. I wanted only to give it to you, your greatness. And I kind of bow and want to do an etiquette roll. Because if I can kill a character with an etiquette roll in a game, that would be awesome.
The Drake looks at Road.
What is Webkey?
Perhaps you should have your father discipline your child.
Ah, I passed. Etiquette.
She says that to the dragon. Drake says that to Webkey.
Road.
To Road. About Road.
Oh, no, you mistake, she says. I'm giving you our child. She says, you may take him and the whistle.
Why is Webkey doing this?
I just got
This is
slapped
that
for
owl
half my
chick
hit
we
points.
saved
I got
us all.
slapped for half my hit points, like
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
We got it.
Well, thank you for taking that amount of damage, but nevertheless, once we get away from this encounter, we can heal back up.
Sweet. No, that's okay. Once we get away from this encounter. She says, I am giving you, she says, my child, to do what you please with him, to amuse you. Take him, great one, please.
I have a pretty good record of like trying to save Webkey and stuff, and other
Yeah.
people in the party. Plus, you guys
Maybe.
put in all this work to try to save me from the puzzle trap, and now I'm out.
You know what's more even amazing? Nobody's saying anything and just letting it happen.
Oh my god.
Like I'm sat there going, just give him the whistle, and then we can.
I'll wait for Andy to stop do his typing because he might be responding in some way, and then the Drake will talk.
Yeah. OOC, just description wise, I mean, I like the whistle. I think we should keep treasures that we find and get and magic items. Like, we don't have that many magic items. We're kind of low level. Seems ultra cool. Some kind of crazy whistle of summoning.
Sorry,
into
man.
Ice type stuff.
My in character takes my out of character over. I got slapped for half my life for in character, so that whistle means nothing to me.
And like I'm sat there going, well, if we give him a whistle, we don't die. Maybe we can find another whistle in the next town.
True. That's a good point. That's a
See,
good point.
sometimes you can't rationalize it with the villain. You just gotta like bow to your knees and be like, "Here, take this. We're paying homage to you."
Yeah, it's like kind of like if we all die for a whistle, I'll be pissed.
Has anybody damaged the Drake at all yet? I know there's been a few attacks, like semi-attacks against it, but nothing actually harmed it.
No, we haven't actually fired against it. It's kicked our ass, and we've tried to keep it busy while you were getting out the thing. And then it's
Yeah.
like, just give him the whistle, and it's like, oh no, I want to keep it.
True
Ah.
thief, dude.
Like, you know, like our best fighter's well below half because he's been whacked about. Webkey's well below half. I'm really fortunate I haven't been hit yet.
The Drake looks at Road and nods its head. Bring me the whistle, and I will leave.
What did Rod say?
Get it yourself. I am not your plaything any longer.
Nice.
I'm actually going to turn my back on the Drake.
Cool.
I'm actually just still thinking. I'm not like downright putting my foot down. I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking through it.
Okay, I'm gonna stand over here so that next round I can magic missile that thief. There's some out of character.
I'm feeling a lot of peer pressure.
Okay, the Drake. It rolled really badly. The Drake agrees, and it comes stomping down through here. It just pushes everyone out the way who's in the way, and it sits down. I'll make it smaller because it's too unwieldy. And it comes straight over to you.
It looked better big.
There we go.
All right.
It comes straight over to you, and it opens one of its great clawed hands and says, "Your herd appears to wish the whistle to be mine. Give it to me."
Did Bilbo give Smaug the Arcane Stone when he demanded it with such a claw?
No.
Oh, you're a Tolkien fan too? Cool.
I will
Fist bump.
cast magic missile on the
No.
thief to make him
Magic
drop
missile
to his
me.
knees.
No,
Don't.
magic missile
Sorry,
me.
Monkey.
Okay, take
Oh.
13. On your knees, child. Says, the Great One is speaking to you.
Oh my god.
Instant dragon worshipper.
magic
Cool.
Missiling me? Ah.
Yeah, I know where the way the wind blows, dude. Better this dragon than Listy, dude. Or than dead.
Who's
Yeah,
Listy?
He takes 14.
I mean, okay. I mean, Listy's not here, right? Do you
Oh,
think
wait, how many hit
that
points you
Listy
got?
sent the dragon?
He might be dead.
I'm almost dead. Or, I mean, that gets me way low.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
you feel
I
hurt,
have a
and you're.
handful left.
It's all part of the show. We're just, convincing the dragon. We get XP for him no matter what. Defeated, right? Survived.
Mm-hmm. I love playing thieves. There's always that moment when
If-
you're
if
like,
he-
let's put the shiny.
Does he give it to him that round or no?
No.
Okay, fine. I cast another magic missile then.
No, well, I get a if it's that, then I get.
No, you
obviously
don't
an
need to know it's
action.
coming. You said that was. I was like, do you give
No,
it to
I'm
him?
gonna. In terms of once you did one magic missile, that takes one round for you, so I get to do something on that round.
I know. So what do you do for
Yeah.
the round? Do you give him the whistle?
No, I don't give him the whistle. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's between basically like run away or hide in shadows or like counterattack or something, which I don't want to do.
He's dancing on the dragon. I'm gonna hide in the shadows right in front of the dragon.
Yeah, I guess I'll. Yeah, all right, fine. That's a good point. Yeah, that is the best way to do it. So I'll run between
Best
the
way.
dragon's legs and try to hide under the dragon. So the dragon won't be able to see me because he'll have to dip his head between his front legs, and the party won't be able to see me because I'll be under the dragon.
What are you talking about?
Oh, did you cast that, Gorbin?
I just got hit by the magic missiles, but that
You
doesn't
did,
disrupt
yeah.
me from.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I wanna
he's
know-
trying to put me to sleep.
Unless he's going on the next round, I want initiative versus Gorbin because I will magic missile him again if he does not submit to this shit.
So do I attempt my hide in shadows before the sleep comes or after?
Yeah. So someone casts an offensive spell on you, so you get a round to do as much as you can in one round.
It looks like I've got a 35% chance. Which I fail. So I run under the dragon's legs and I guess receive a sleep.
Yeah. And you go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay, so that his sleep is on the other round. Okay, cool.
I hate to do that kind of stuff to another party member, but it's better than seeing him killed over a goddamn whistle. Somebody pick that thing up and give it to the fucking dragon.
I
He's
will
like
do
it-
that. Boom. She picks up the whistle and she gets on her knees and hands it up to him.
The drake extends its great hand, and as it does so, it begins to shimmer and change.
I'm gonna. I need to whisper a little thing to Lex real quick. Okay, Lex.
Yeah.
Whisper it, man. Maybe he
so
turns
just to
into a
make
good
sure
guy.
you know something.
It was a test of the Ice Princess. It's like...
Oops, I sent it to Webkey. I sent it to Webkey by accident.
Thanks, man.
It's like that fucking bitch, Webkey. Why is she doing this to me?
Oh no.
I just made a friend, an ally. I would have made a friend the first round if we just given her the damn whistle. Maybe. I could have socially ran it.
Yeah, I whispered you, Lex, just for a heads up.
Okay.
I mean,
You pluck the whistle from his pockets. You go through his shit, but you're looking for the whistle. So you find the whistle, and you offer it out. And as it starts, you make contact to give it over. The dragon changes form. It takes on a more
Ask
humanoid.
if she had a human form. Yeah, I was thinking about RPing and asking her that earlier. Okay, there she goes.
She takes the whistle. Thank you, much obliged. And she lifts it to her lips, and she blows it. The sound is like the sound before, but more discordant. There's a sharp edge to it. Everyone who's got very high perceptive levels kind of puts their hands to their ears. The elves do, Road does, Webkey does. Actually, I think everyone would do because you're all fairly perceptive, I think. And as the chord comes to an end, the sky above you grows dark. It starts to grow dark extremely quickly. So over the space of about 30 seconds, it's as though the sun has disappeared. You've got that kind of half light, and there are shadows all across the land from this kind of half light through the clouds. And you can see in the clouds themselves are arcane runes start appearing all over the clouds. And she says, "Thank you, little mother. I'll be on my way now." Maybe not Gorbin, he sleeps a lot.
I'll be right back.
So
AFK a second, sorry.
assuming no one's going to stop or initiative her, she'll just leave. she'll go about her business.
Yeah, that's what we wanted her to do.
Ugh. Just giving the nuclear weapons over to the enemies.
When she gets about, how many feet is that? It's like 80, 100 feet away. She changes back to her true form. She spreads her wings. She beats them once against the ground, and she lifts off into the air.
Don't worry, we can get it back one day, I'm sure.
Nah. We had it. Yeah, I can't remark on it. I'm sleeping.
Well, you're only asleep for 1 round.
Oh, 1 round? Okay.
Yeah, it was
I
just.
thought it
command.
would be surely several rounds.
No, it was just.
It was just a what?
It was just the command spell. It wasn't. an
Oh,
actual sleep
command.
spell.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Sleep.
You're
Sleep.
right,
You
I
get
did
a
get up
save
after
throw.
All right. I say, oh, pardon. I just had to take a quick cat nap as I pat down my sides looking for the whistle.
As you're
You looted me. My own party looted me.
as you're sort of walking away, Road, and grumbling about the damage you've taken, you sort of glance up at the sky and you see these arcane runes moving across the clouds. And as you look a bit more carefully, and everyone starts to notice this, you see shadows above the clouds, many, many shadows. There could be 100 plus, and they all are the shadows of dragons. And all of them are flying towards the southwest.
Sweet. So we gave her the whistle of dragon summoning for a dragon moot.
Yeah, but we can also look at it this way. We could always go northeast. If they're going southwest, we can go northeast. It's a cunning plan.
That
It's
is a
plan
cunning
with no
plan.
with no drawbacks.
I would just like to point out before something deadly happens. Webkey was healed for 7, and
Yeah.
Snow was healed for 12.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Let me see how I am after 12. Much better for sure. Yeah, above half and stuff now.
Mhm.
Well above half. Okay. Thank you, clerical dwarf. All right, that was a weird, unexpected encounter. Who knows? That was a weird one. Ice Drake?
Does look that way.
That was an interesting one.
Just imagine if you hadn't blown the whistle.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to help somebody find a movie.
Okay,
Cool.
so you guys defeated the Ice Drake, and will receive XP equal to it, and it's an absolute bucket load. I wasn't expecting you to roll 99 or 100, but you managed it, 98 and 100. So the sky above
That's
you
right,
is
that's right.
teeming with drakes, ice drakes, absolutely teeming with them. And they're not paying any attention to you. They're quite high up, but you can see their silhouettes against these unnatural clouds. And I have now a ton of prep work to do once you get to the town.
Sweet. Hopefully they're thankful of us.
So
should've-
what I will do is I will give you XP for the Drake.
I should have asked her name to see if we could summon her again. So that people would know that we're like, I don't know, the minions of Ice Drake Queen or whatever. So that Ice Drakes would leave us alone.
I mean, you could call after her when she was walking off.
I did kind of run out of the room kind of quick. I don't want to meta, I guess. It's all good.
Oh, hey, you were gone. Webkey was healed for 7 hit points.
Sweet. I love the
So,
dwarf.
defeated the Drake and those underlings. Underlings weren't worth much. The Drake, however,
That might be level
is
4.
worth a lot of XP. Defeated the Drake. Counts as a slaying as well, because you defeated it utterly, even though it got its own way.
Sweet. Wilhelm and Samson show up afterward. Samson's like, I do say that was a close one. It was really, really close.
And we killed a bear.
Oh my god.
You defeated a young adult Drake.
Take that.
You all receive. I can't believe you rolled so high on that summoning table. So you all receive 12,250 XP, which is probably going to level you like something mad.
Well, I was level 3 still, so that should be quite
I'm
good
gonna
for me.
level.
It's like that GIF or that meme from
Mm.
Indiana Jones. You know where he's running from the Aborigine guys. Sometimes it's like not your level.
I didn't know what I started on, so I just started on flat 3. So
Mm-hmm.
XP level averages. Let's have a look.
I'm gonna have to do maths.
I think I was on
So-
6450.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna make me a sixth level rogue. Whereas I was 4th level, so it would double level.
Yeah.
barely.
That's only going to level me 1 to 5.
If it was about 1,500 less, it would not double level me.
I'll be on about 18,000 experience,
Mm-hmm.
give or take.
Third, 12.
I was thinking 21.
I'll be 4th level.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be. Yeah, I'll be 4th.
Okay, I'll be 5th then. I'll go with the 5th instead of the 6th. I'll set mine at 18,000 instead of 21,000.
And I am 4th.
Good God.
So I'm assuming I have 3,000 or the 5,000. We're maxed over a level, right? That's what we were before. Actually, I don't know. Does it have? Do you have a number?
I'm pretty
I
sure I
think it's
gave an X.
18,500 maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, would everybody be on the same number?
Roughly, I would think.
I
So
thought
what-
more or less most of us were on the same number.
So what was the same number? Because my brain was not.
Yeah, we were.
Maybe-
We were on the same number, and it was enough to bring.
I thought
The
we were on
thief.
9,000.
Why isn't
I
there
thought we were on 9,000, and you just added 12,500, so that'd be 21.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's actually right. Yeah. There we
So
go. So my notes.
we're all 5th level now.
Yeah, probably.
Except for the thief, who's 6th level.
Yeah, that's right.
9,000.
The thief chart's different. But so
9,000. So there's
the
okay.
thief
Cool.
reaches 6th at 20k.
So I go from 3 to 5. Not too bad.
I'm level 8, bitches.
That's awesome. You'll get a lot of hit points. Do you have a good con, Steven? Steve?
Nah.
Oh,
I
shame.
get 12.
Shame.
I've got 36 now anyway, so.
Yeah, you've got good hit points anyway, but
4. Okay.
It's more of a matter of hitting shit that'll be better.
yeah, that will be better. Two better.
17. Yeah.
When do Rangers get spells?
I think level 8.
Rangers start getting spells at like 8th or 9th.
I'm
I'll
getting
say
closer
8.
to spells. Yeah, I get one at 8.
As a thief, I can kind of eventually get them through this thing called thieves can read scrolls.
Yeah.
I need some magical armor or something.
Some level they can.
I need like an earring of protection or.
Yeah, we need ROPs.
Plus-
rings of
plus
protection.
5.
For sure.
Or just give it all to Road and let him be the focus puller. Like we've been doing.
Lex, do you probably follow the same NWPs as Campaign Gold?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to tell people what that is?
Yeah.
Or are you more by the book?
No,
I
no,
usually
we'll
give
use
tons of
yeah.
NWPs.
No, I like
Okay,
lots
so-
of NWPs.
In my NWP method, everyone gets one NWP slot per level, not one like every 3 levels. So every time you level up, you get one NWP slot. Yay!
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
The base amount you start off with is also bonus. I mean, it's a typical optional rule, but you can use your number of languages added onto your base amount.
Oh.
And instead of in the book, it's like 3, 3, 4, 4 or something. I think we decided all can start off with. All start off with. I think we decided all classes start off with 3 plus your intelligence number of language bonus, plus 1. I mean, it's always 4 because you get 1 for first level. So base of 3 plus 1 per level. So at first level you got 4. If you have intelligence, you might have more than 4 at the base, and then every level after that you're adding 1 on.
Cool, so I've got 2 NWPs. It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I gotta look up a few. I think I'm still sorting mine out from earlier levels that I didn't have straight. Well, that's an ugly dice, Sunlord. Black on black. They need to fix that. They need to make it white numbers when it's a black dice. Who all has 3D dice turned on and who's got it off? I have it on.
I have it turned off. I turn it on.
I used to have it off. I had it off for years on Roll20. I kind of hated it, but now I decided I like it. It definitely looks good on the stream.
I have it off only because it doesn't show up on the stream when I roll mine.
That's interesting.
I have it off because I'm a complete and utter twat and I don't like it.
Or at least I've never noticed it showing up on the stream, I should say.
To be fair, Andy, you're really not that bad.
Oh, thanks, Gold. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll keep you.
Like, take out the word utter, maybe. You know.
No, I like the word udder. It sounds better.
Okay.
You like to be a specialist, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm a whole special level of bastard.
All right. Hit points here.
Okay, so level yourselves up. This changes the campaign actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you will fucking throw dragons at us, mate. No offense.
I found this little this summoning table, right? And it's got everything from a kobold up to like drakes.
Yeah.
And it was like 98 to 100 was Drake, and everything else is like other random stuff. And you rolled a Drake, and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, okay, what kind of Drake turns up? So I rolled that, fuck. I was like, maybe we get a nice little one. I was like, shit, what kind of personality? Oh, okay, it's one of those. So I thought, okay, it'll test someone, and then we'll see what everyone comes up with. And Gold came up first, so we gave them a...
I got the test, the puzzle.
Yeah, yeah. So you gave the whistle to this Drake, and she summoned her dragonflight into this realm. So that'll be fun, won't it?
So,
No,
Ricky really is
I actually class them as allies now, so we're all good.
Yeah, no, but just Viva the Revolution. If they're not fighting them, they're not. If they're fighting them, they're not hunting us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, honestly, we gave her the key to summon them. She shouldn't be worried about us. We might even get a reward out of it later.
Yeah, she looks fine. That'll do.
See, you guys are all level 5. I'm only at level 4, but in 2 classes, so technically I'm level 8. I'm happy.
Yeah. You know, not a huge fan of AD multi-classing, but it's okay. I mean, I don't know. as a practical matter, it comes out to work, and that just kind of surprises me because it doesn't seem like it should work. Like the multi-class person's usually like one level less than everyone else, but except for in 2 classes, so it seems like you're either lower or you're double everybody, depending on how you look at it. But as a practical matter, it kind of works out fairly equal, I guess.
I mean, I don't mind being, you know, in each class a level lower than everyone else. You know, it still works out. I'm still very
That's
capable
finished
of holding
tonight.
my own.
Yeah, I think so, Andy.
Right, okay. Is that true, Lex?
I think he's just popped out.
Fuck's sake, Lex!
He'll probably be back. I think he's not going for the whole night. But
Like back for a month.
all the official stuff is done. I'm doing leveling up stuff while I'm here.
I don't believe he was willing to risk all our lives for a fucking whistle. It's like that.
I do. He's a thief.
I didn't even think that everybody wanted to give the whistle back. I thought that was just a webkey thing, or just a Jason thing.
No, it was
But,
just kind of one of them things. It's like they're getting hit, they're getting hit. I haven't been hit yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to hit me soon. Give him the
That's a
fucking
good
whistle.
idea. He got summoned by the whistle, right? He's like, "Who summoned me?" I'm like, "It wasn't me. It's this whistle. We found this whistle, and we want to give. We were returning it to you for because we know that you probably don't like being summoned." That was the strategy.
Yeah, no, I follow you on the strategy. I mean, I probably would have followed it more if the. Yeah, I would have followed it more if the dragon demanded it, as opposed to the fellow PC coming out with the strategy. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's all right. You amused the Drake greatly.
I mean, I would have rather given him gold, but I didn't have very much gold to offer. But anyway, I guess he was, or she, was appeased by the returning of the whistle. So all we did was basically, summon a dragon flight onto the continent. So no big deal there.
No deal at all.
Hey, like I said, we let her bring her kin into this realm. She should definitely be rewarding us at this point.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Maybe
you should.
But I have got a cunning plan. Maybe we shouldn't tell anybody about this.
Yeah, I think that's probably a best option is not to mention it. If anyone
What whistle?
We have never seen a dragon. A dragon?
I've never blown a whistle. I wouldn't even know how to blow a whistle.
And what dragon do you talk about? I did not know any dragons. Dragons are weird pictures. I've never seen one. Bye, gotta go.
If I was smart, I would have tried to make an allyship with him to kill the Inquisition and take over the continent.
And see,
Maybe not bright dragons.
everybody denying a dragon and Gorbin being, a brewer and all that. He's just been sampling too much of his wares when he brags about beating the hell out of a dragon with a column of land.
Do not
Just
worry
so-
about the dwarf. He likes his ale too much, if you get my
Yeah,
drift.
he likes the ale, and then he likes to make stories. When he says a dragon, it was a pet lizard.
I mean, who's
He
gonna
had-
believe? Who's
he
gonna
had-
believe anyway that he beat a dragon with a column of wind?
He had a pet dragon, a bearded dragon lizard, and he called it Frankie. That's all I know. Stop asking me questions about dragons. Is that convincing enough? to you?
Working
Stop asking questions about dragons.
on my thief skills.
We do not say the D word.
I do not know what you are talking about, Mr. GM. Shush.
How to detect Chinese help updates. How does this thing work, dude?
That is
Oh my God.
really hurting my ears.
I don't understand.
Stop it!
Am I talking weird?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
You sound like Ant-Man's tinier, high-pitched sister.
Hello!
No, he sounds like
Oh, I'll never sleep again.
No, I'm not going to sleep tonight either, to be fair.
Theodore. Jesus.
What's worse is not the talking, it's the laughter.
Yeah.
It just sounds so fucking insane. I really need to start playing with my voice changer.
Do I wanna be a snowman?
Not really.
Exit. Okay, I exited it, I think. Did that stop?
Nope.
Please don't be that annoying. Just please.
You're feeling thirsty, very thirsty.
Thirsty. Do you know when you want to put your hand down a throat to strangle somebody?
Yeah, I've done that a few times in the last 24 hours.
Alright, I can set it now.
See, the thing is, you can't hear yourself like we hear you. But go back and listen to the stream and hear how annoying that is.
Oh god, I gotta get to the stream.
Yeah, it's still on stream.
There's my Twitch at. There's my Twitch.
Yeah, we're still going.
Oh my god.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
It's gone off now.
I punch
It
you
went
in
off?
the face.
Yay.
You kind of sound a bit like a chipmunk there.
Clear effect.
Okay, inactive. There we go.
There you go.
Yay!
Oh wait, where's my thing at now?
Now
Oh,
you're
no.
back to normal.
Yeah, it's truly annoying.
I think it's pretty cool.
It is cool, but you still sounded like Fedor from Alvin and the Chipmunks there on that last one.
Is there a way to be able to hear yourself before you speak? Right?
Say again?
Is there a way to be able to hear yourself before you speak in this thing,
I have no idea, I don't use it.
son?
Lex,
You rang?
guess what?
What?
Warhammer Bromley's recruiting.
Really?
Yeah.
Come work for them.
No, I'm talking about you. I don't want to work for them. Fucking hell. I got turned down by the area manager. I ain't got no chance.
Oh, he hates you, doesn't he? I forgot.
An absolute knobhead.
Oh, God.
Such language.
So, for next week, I will prepare the town and the consequences.
Let's see what's left of the town.
Maybe they're friendly, you don't know.
Friendly
Maybe they're
dragons,
happy
my
to be
fat
free.
rectum.
Maybe they're like, we're free, let's make friends.
Somehow I doubt it.
Let's socialise.
Here, my.
Do you know we were going towards that town? Do you want to go anywhere else?
No,
Let's
not
go-
really.
Let's go to the thing of the Inquisition or whatever. Just to see.
Yeah,
if the
let's
Inquisition-
let's just hand ourselves in and say sorry, we did it.
Oh no, I wouldn't say we did it. So you seem to have a dragon problem. Do you want some adventurers to hire?
We bring them the thief and say he did it, and then they could tell none of us are lying with magic, and then they'll be grateful.
In actual fact, I'm pretty sure that everybody here heard me not telling them not to do it.
To be fair, I think it was my fault. I told them to blow the ruddy whistle. But I'm not going to complain.
I blame the dice roll.
Yeah, I'm not bothered.
Oh, the dice gods always fuck you, don't?
This is true.
I got to hit things this week,
And you actually hit them, yeah?
and I killed stuff. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
Not as good as me, though.
Yeah.
I've actually just worked out that I've actually been rolling without Thaco for the last 4 weeks. But it's alright. I've corrected that issue now. Instead of being only plus
Good.
3 to hit, I'm plus 6 to hit now. So,
Good.
to go.
Nice.
My backstab increased to 3x instead of 2x.
You should always try and backstab with a polearm.
I think my guy's too short for most pole arms.
Okay, then get a polearm, cut it in half, job done.
Yeah, that would work. I have a couple of poisoned short swords. I have a dagger and I have a short bow.
Well, I mean, technically you could use pole arms. I'm sure there's a smith that would make a halfling-sized pole arm.
Which, let's face it, is probably just a battle axe. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, because, you know, think about it. Those ogres, they're not using normal-sized short swords. You know, that's probably like a bastard sword or a two-handed sword to a human.
Yeah.
But to them, it's a short sword. That always made me wonder too. Is there some kind of DM discretion as far as that goes? Like realistically, a dwarf getting hit by a giant's short sword, it's only going to do a d6 damage.
I don't
feel
think
that-
I don't think Lex follows standard creature templates, so I wouldn't.
No,
But you see what I mean, though, right? I
Yeah.
mean, technically, a short sword does a d6, d8, but a giant's short sword hitting a halfling.
yeah, there's
or a
no
dwarf?
way.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing is, and normally maybe that might be the case in normal games, but Lex doesn't follow templates. He just creatures depending on what we are. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think I'm
exactly.
overly worried about it.
Yeah, because I notice things like that, and I'm like, that's really stupid.
It's because you're fucking
Yeah.
anal.
Or you know, a dwarf using a bastard sword against said giant. He's basically sticking it with a needle.
Oh, I don't
Ah,
mind
but-
if it goes wrong
Gotcha.
way, it's the other way.
No, no, to be fair, the way I look at it is it's not about doing physical damage. It's about using that weapon to the best advantage to bring down a foe. So maybe if you are getting slapped, don't forget the halflings tend to be quite agile. So maybe he did hit, but didn't hit hard enough. It's all about you know, characters and races and stuff. So whereas a dwarf might fight a giant with a knitting needle per se, he's still going to do damage if he hits it in the wrong places.
Did you guys
Wait.
hear a sheep a moment ago?
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
ignored it.
you. You're not losing your mind.
Sorry, this thing is weird. It's got sheep noises.
I'm changing my vampire character to a Malkavian now. I'm just going to pretend to be a sheep the entire time.
Yeah, that's definitely his next move.
I wonder if I could play music through this thing.
Oh God.
Was it thunder or a gunshot?
I don't know. Thunder.
Like, I don't know, but somebody fell over in the field next to us.
I've never found any of these to be very good.
You do
Any heat-
realize you're still doing all of this through the stream.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still going.
Oh, am I sound funny again? Did that turn back on? No fucking way.
No, you're the same.
No, you're clear.
Okay.
But all your weird noises that you're making with
I just made one. I just made the sheep noise. That was.
That was
sun.
all over stream, mate.
That was sun.
That's good. That's good. We need more sheep.
I was just exploring the sound effects.
Meh.
Hey, look,